welcome, everybody, to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. Man, we got an entertaining show. We have a special guest coming on today as well. Man, we're going to talk some Bulls. They only traded a few players, a few fan favorites. Do they actually know what they're doing? I don't think so. Not AK. He's going to show us in his years here that he has no idea what he's doing. There's a lot of speculation about Giannis particularly coming here. Don't know how real that is or how much of a possibility that is. Then also Super Bowls this weekend. Who you got? Also, they did the Senior Bowl down there in Mobile. It was unusually cold down there. I heard a lot of people were fussing about that. And plus, we'll talk about free agency, salary cap, and more on the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. Crooked, hit it.
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse podcast, where they think they know everything, but honestly, they don't know shit.
These summer league games and they tell you about these new up and coming coaches.
I think we should get rid of every motherfucking owner in Chicago.
Enzo and Caruso both been there on the quarter like your defensive generals.
But they need to get that strong safety who's not scared to hit somebody.
They really don't know shit.
No, we really don't know shit. Welcome, boys and girls, to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. Well, we think we know everything, but we really don't know shit. Like I said, man, the Bulls traded one of the fan favorites, a guy that I liked in Vucevic. He's gone. He's went to the Boston Celtics, and they got a second rounder back for Anthony Simmons or Summons, whatever his name is. He was a guy that played with the Portland Trail Blazers. Good scorer, kind of athletic. They finally got rid of Vooch, and I think it's something that Vooch deserves. Vooch deserves to be on a team that actually has a shot at the title, because I don't know what the hell we doing here. His tenure here has been a disappointment. At least I can say it's been a disappointment. Let's see. Him himself has not been a disappointment. I think that the front office and coaching has let him down. Remember when we acquired Vooch, he was one of the best centers in the league. Double machine. Got post moves, can shoot the ball from the outside. Pretty good free throw shooter. Bad defensively, but that is what you need your GM to do. Your GM needs to bring a guy that comes in alongside of him that helps him as far as defensively wise. And it seemed like they never did that. They always put a guy next to Vooch that was more likely undersized, particularly Pat Williams. Majority of his career, Pat Williams played the power forward position behind him. And Pat Williams, that they decided to extend for reasons unknown to man. The guy's probably got the worst, at least top 5 worst contract in the NBA. You're talking about you're paying $18 million a year to a man that averages 6 points and 2 rebounds a game. Pretty sure as many of you in the chat, and myself included, that can possibly put up those type of numbers. Sad. Also, they traded for Darko Sacred, or whatever his name is. They traded for him, then shipped his ass right back out in a trade that they made. Also, they got rid of, what's his name, Kevin Herter, and I forgot who the other player was that was involved in that trade. Got rid of them as well. And it's amazing that you think about the Chicago Bulls. When they first started out, I think that first year with Billy Donovan, maybe the second year, whatever year it was, where they had Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Vujicic. And they were actually had, at one point, the best record in the NBA. And then, of course, Lonzo Ball does what Lonzo Ball do, which is get hurt. And then they fell back down to earth. Made the playoffs. The only year that they made the playoffs. Now, they've been in the play-in, 4 or 5 years? But made the playoffs that year.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs?
And were eliminated. But just listen to this. The Chicago Bulls have gotten rid of Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Vujicic. All those players, those 4 good players, and they did not get back a single first-round pick. Not one. They've gotten back second-round picks. Oh, man, we got a plethora of second-round picks. No first-rounders. Hell, they got rid of Alex Caruso. No first-rounder. This is what you're talking about as far as having a bad GM that has, well, he's not even a GM, to be honest with you. Mark Eversley, who we really don't know anything about for real, other than his name is Mark Eversley, is the GM. And this guy's the vice president of basketball operations. He should have been fired a long time ago. So should the head coach, Billy Donovan, should have been fired a long time ago. But yet they still found a way to extend Billy Donovan. I've seen coaches that have gone and went to finals and get fired. This guy's been to one playoff, has a losing record as a Chicago Bulls head coach, who's always been, to me, an overrated coach. Still banking on the success of having 2 back-to-back national championships with the Florida Gators, which is so long ago that players from that Florida Gator squad are now retired from the NBA. Anyway, that was my little rant. That's something that we're going to be talking about later. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and bring in a member of the Dream Team, the guy that knows all the stats from the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s, JB.
Yo, what's the word?
What up, man?
Man, shit, was watching this Pro Bowl.
Watching the Pro Bowl?
It's on. You didn't know it was on?
Man, shit. What they playing, flag?
They playing flag. They playing 7-on-7 flag with the Poppers.
And bring back the quarterback skills competition, man.
Man, that's what I'm talking about.
I'd much rather see that.
So check this out. Shedeur threw a touchdown to the offensive tackle from the Denver Broncos. That's how it's going. Yeah. Jamar Chase got a one-hand interception for a touchdown. It's just all kind of wild stuff going on.
Hope nobody gets hurt.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. It's sad, man. It's really sad. What you think about them trades in the NBA?
I think it's high time we start boycotting the Bulls, man. And don't get me wrong. I like Anthony Simons, right? I liked him when he was with Portland. But you trade Vooch, don't get a first-round pick, of which we gave up 2 for him, 4 or 5 years ago. You bring in Simons, and you bring in Jaden Ivey, of which neither one you're probably going to keep because I believe both are on expiring contracts. And we're supposed to do what now with that? So the one true big we had, now we don't have anymore. You're talking about trading Kobe White and trading Io, but lo and behold, we still have Patrick Williams. Why?
Can't get rid of him. He has the worst contract in the NBA. How you gonna get rid of him?
I'd have get rid of him for a G League player or something. Anything, just go.
I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, nobody wants to take on that $18 million contract. That's fresh. That's fresh because he just signed
only in year 2.
Yeah, that's fresh.
So he's in year 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a fresh contract there. I think they got him for 5 years, $18 million a year. Nobody's gonna touch him. You gonna have to go ahead and throw some of them second-round picks that you keep acquiring every time you trade a player. You gonna have to include a couple of them in there to move them.
When are we gonna get better? Because, in my opinion, if we got some time to talk this, because I've been thinking about this all day, you got just some weird trades that happened today. James Harden going to the Cavs for Darius Garland in a second-round pick, but Jaren Jackson gets you 3 first-round picks from Utah.
Yeah, because when you kind of think about it, Jaren Jackson gets you. Well, I don't agree with the 3 first-round picks, but in a sense, he also got traded with some players, and they sent some players over there. So
nobody of significance, though.
No, nobody of significance. That's why the 3 first-rounders are included. But when you think about the James Harden trade, I mean, they did trade Darius Garland. I'm interested to see how that dynamic is going to work over there. We do know James Harden can play a little point guard. That's what I guess Darius Garland's supposed to do. Darius Garland is more of a scoring guard. So I'm interested to see how that dynamic over there in Cleveland is going to work out.
I think you just swapped I think you basically just swapped the same type of player. Harden may give you a little bit more on the point guard, but Darius gives you a better 3-point percentage. And the only reason Harden asked for a trade because they weren't going to extend him. So because I think he wanted some more years on this contract. Yeah, he did. But then going back to the Bulls, Kobe White and Io's arguably like your most consistent player on this team, and now you dangling him, right? Oh, James is not gonna make Cleveland better. It'll make them just a little bit more, closer to getting maybe that 2-3 seed. But I don't see them making no noise against Boston when Jason Tatum come back. In hell, from what I'm hearing, the Knicks, they willing to give up Karl Anthony Towns and the world for Giannis. So who knows what's going to happen with that?
They're talking about Giannis coming here.
Well, we ain't got nobody to give him no more.
Shit, it ain't going to be nothing but draft picks any damn way. I think that's why they're trying to free up so much money, but I don't know.
But we don't know shit. You would have thought if you wanted Giannis to come here, Vooch would have had to be a part of that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hell, we don't know shit. Hell, neither does AK. So what the fuck?
I don't see how these people keep employment, man.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in our guest. He is a Chicagoan. He went to St. Rita. He has his own podcast as well, Chicago Sports Zone. Our man, the super back, Shawn C. Era.
That's a hell of an intro. It's foul mouth. I love it.
Hey, man, I tried to put a little razzle dazzle on it.
Some gave me a little.
Right.
JB, what's up, Papa?
Good, brother. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good to see you. We haven't had you on all season. I'm anxious to see what your take was.
Okay.
What you think about that Bulls trade?
Dude, that was crazy. They're going after. They're saving up all expiring contracts. All right, because now they got like 17 guards on the team right now.
Man.
And modest.
Right.
Modest and P. Will. Too bad no one could take P. Will off our hands.
Man, nobody want him. The worst contract in the NBA. Man, averaging 6 points and 2 rebounds a game. $18 million. Come on.
Yeah. Dude, that's nice work if you can get it. I want to be him when I grow up.
Man, shit.
He did this. He came into the Bulls organization with the bandana around his mouth, and he had the gun like this.
Shit, teach me the game, Ghost. That's what I want to know. Shit. 18 million, averaging 6 points and 2 rebounds. Come on, man.
I could do that, bro.
Yeah.
I'll even throw some dimes in there, bro. I'll get some assists too.
Man.
That Joker.
So tell me, what do you think the Bulls like end game is with this whole trade dynamic?
Just going after a big free agent. Like I think they might be posturing for Giannis, but man, I mean, so he's going to be Giannis and who?
Though, is he? He's not a free agent coming up, is he?
No, they might trade for him, but you get Giannis and Nuki or Hookie or the little Asian dudes. I mean, who else are going to have? Because everybody's going to ask for Matas.
Yeah,
they're going to ask for Matas because he's the kid. The kid's good, and that's definitely a piece you can build around.
But like you said, Patrick Williams has to go because he's the money.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I mean, you might even have to eat some of that. Bill's gonna have to eat some of that.
Yeah.
And irony, we're playing the Bucks are playing the Bulls right now and losing by 25.
Yeah.
You shitting me, right?
No, sir. No. I wish I was.
Oh my
God. I was watching that earlier.
Lord have mercy.
It's getting
bad.
bad.
I didn't bet on them today.
This reminds me of the 95-96 team, the Bulls, when they went 72-10, and they lost to Miami, who's in the middle of a trade. Miami only had 7 or 8 guys in uniform.
I remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
They only had 7 or 8 in uniform. Like, how did you lose to these bugs?
Man, it's really terrible what's going on with this organization, man. I don't believe that they should have extended Billy Donovan. I think he is I'm not going to say a bad coach. I think that he's probably an average coach at best. I think they were still banking on what he did in Florida because he was okay at OKC. Ever since he's been here, he's had a losing record. They've been to the playoffs, one time? Maybe twice. Okay.
You want to call the play-in the playoff or postseason?
I'm calling it postseason. I'm not calling it playoff.
Yeah, okay. You can call postseason, yeah.
They played one more game.
Yeah.
And then tell me this. Have you ever heard or even seen that a team with the caliber of players that they had, that they traded away, did not get not one first-round pick for them? Not one.
Yeah, that was
Lonzo Ball, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Vucevic, Alex Caruso. 5 guys, and you did not get not one first round. Not
and
one.
OKC has like 37 picks. OKC had 37 picks. And you could have got one of those 17 first round picks. You know what I mean? For Caruso. Yeah, it was that, but that has nothing to do with Billy. That's Vooch. I mean, that's Arturas.
Yeah, that's definitely Arturas.
That's AK. Yeah, that's an embarrassment, man.
That's definitely him. But that's what I'm saying. Like, how does this guy still have a job?
Because I'll tell you why. Because they are legitimately in this for the money. Mm-hmm. All right. You talked about JB. You talked about postseason. Man, how excited were we getting at times? Even if it's the play-in game, it's postseason. All right, and they can market it. We made the postseason how many times in a row or 4 to 5, whatever. Okay, and people keep going. You keep putting asses in the seats. Guess what? He ain't got to put a good product out there.
So it's us.
Yeah, Cub fans should know about that because remember the Cub fans were, man, they keep going until finally there started being more pigeons than fans. People stopped going after a while because the Wrigley the Tribune company was like, what do we got to put into the team for? People are still showing up. They're selling out. It affects our our bottom line is pretty healthy right now. It's pretty healthy.
I think Razidor don't care with the last few remaining years that he has here on this planet. I don't think he really cares about winning or anything because, and I actually told my best friend this too. I said, if it wasn't for that 2005 White Sox team and them selecting Michael Jordan, Jerry Reisendorf might be the worst owner in sports history.
Yeah,
seriously think about it. He might be the worst owner in sports history because you got two teams, or two franchises, I should say. The Bulls, without the Jordan era, are completely irrelevant.
Yep.
And without that 2005 World Series, the Sox would have been
nothing
irrelevant because the only other time that they had a chance to make some noise was in 94 when they had the strike season. They was first. You know, Frank Thomas won the MVP and
Sox Expos. Yeah, Sox Expos. That's going to be the world. That's a predicted World Series.
They had another little run. That was Blackjack McDowell, Frank Thomas, and them boys. But right in the mid-'80s, they had a little stint with Ron Kittle, Pudge.
Was that 83?
83, 84, Rudy
83,
Long.
The Winning Ugly.
Winning Ugly.
Yeah, 83. 83.
And then it goes in 10 years. Like nothing's ever like sustainable.
Man,
and that's the issue. And I'll tell you what, I'm still mad. Like they just blew up this last crop of young talent that they had.
Mm-hmm.
But they screwed up themselves, man. You know, they screwed up. That was, you bring in a manager, you bring in Ozzie, but Jerry had to stick his nose in and bring in Tony La Russa, and that screwed it all up, man. That screwed it all up.
And I'm glad you said that because the thing about it is, when I look what Kenny Williams tried to put together early on when he was actually scouting some good talent, and then Jerry Reinsdorf steps on his head and said, no, we don't want him. Get us an aging Bo Jackson. Get us an aging Albert Bell. Get us a 300 strikeout Adam Dunn. When we're giving away prospects, we're giving away good talent. And trust me, I was on board when we got Ken Griffey Jr. We didn't get the kid Ken Griffey Jr. We got the name Ken Griffey Jr. So, and those guys only have like one more day in the sun, then you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But that was the MO moving on. And then Ozzie came in, got everybody back right. Then you get rid of him because he's holding you accountable. Like,
and that's the thing that bugs me, man, is that, you know, the way that sports has changed. See, if you think about it now, look at everybody. It hasn't gotten that way in football yet, but it's going that way, where the general managers are the pretty boys. They're the face of the organization. All right, it's like
Brandon Bean
now.
Brandon Bean that just happened in Buffalo.
So you start, you know, now it's, you got to run the lineup by the general manager. Brings down the lineup, and Ozzie's like, you know, who's this guy? You know, how much managerial experience do you have? I put a lineup together. You know what I mean? And now all the general managers are like I said, they're the most. They want to be the face of the organization, and it's never been like that. Like back in the day, we didn't know who the general managers were. It was always the head coaches or the managers.
Or the skipper,
Now everybody knows who you name a GM. Like, oh, okay, he's for him. It's very easy to recognize general managers for most teams. Not all, but for most. And it's crazy because some of those guys have never played. They've just been in the executive level. And I think to get a good guy, a good person in the front office, I think you got to have some playing experience. Even if it stops at the D1 level, cool, that's fine. Or even in college, you might have. I think you need to play. Generally speaking, of course, is not always, but I think you need to play to make sound decisions. You know, and it just I can't. Guys went to Yale, they went to Harvard, they went to you're good with numbers, but actually evaluating talent, I don't know.
Well, like I said, they're going to allow the nerds into the game. You know, it used to be the jocks that get all the girls, and I guess the nerds got a little bit jealous. So they said, let me get into this sports. I don't necessarily have to play, but I can influence it by putting all these different numbers and stats into the game now and all these analytics into the game. And now I can be a part of it, and I can get some girls now because the game used to be so much simpler. You know, you go by what you see, you go by what you feel, your gut feeling. Now they got all this, oh, you need to go for it on this in this situation. You got this type of percentage and chance of completing this pass or completing this down or something like that. So it's really terrible. The organizations, like you said, with the GMs now, you know, not only do people know who the GMs are, they know who the presidents are or the vice presidents in some cases.
Or the director of player personnel, you know what I mean? A football operation.
Sooner or later, you're going to know who the damn scouts are, you know, the head of scouting. You know, you're going to know all this in a minute because that's what they're allowing. They're allowing people to become more public and put more onus on themselves as opposed to letting the head coach do his thing and letting the general manager do their thing. And I know it's because, you know, you got the internet and everything, and you can see any and everybody nowadays. So go ahead, JB.
But I like to push on that because we all know about the movie Moneyball, right?
Yeah.
And how that was
watched it, yesterday.
See, and that was at that time specifically geared to baseball and getting value over replacement financially. It didn't really have to do with, oh, well, this guy hits just slightly better to the left going against this guy. It didn't have to do with that because the coaches and the skipper were seeing that anyway. But what happened was they tried to take analytics and put it into other sports, of which, I'm sorry, you kind of tracking the trajectory of a ball coming at me 100 miles an hour and my torque to hit it is not as different as your heart running me over for 1 yard. Analytics has nothing to do with it, but that has to do with this here. And you can't put a mathematical equation on that. Hence why you notice so many people now are failing on fourth down and how many people, a la the Detroit Lions, don't kill me, y'all, but they missed out on a Super Bowl because analytics told them to go for it.
Yep.
You lost 9 points.
Yeah, don't kick a field goal.
You know,
and you know what, I was just
basketball, shoot the three. The 30-foot jump shot is more effective than the 10-foot jump shot. Why? Because it gets one more point. But then you shoot the
sad part. You see people with a wide open lane to the cup and kick it out. Wide open lane, like you can skip. They can skip to my loop. You know what I mean, and lay it in, and they kick it out.
Yeah,
like you're giving up a guaranteed 2 for a possible 3. I'm like, and that's the whole thing. Like you're like just like you mentioned. I'll give up these 3 points because I probably can get 6. Nah, take the points. Take the points. I forgot. Someone always told me when I got into trading, and someone always said, "You never go broke taking profits.
You don't
never go broke taking profits.
Never go broke taking profits. That's the American game right there.
You know, and that's I just it's unfortunate that that's the way pro sports is. You know, and that's why I liked Ozzie, because Ozzie looked at the metrics, but he managed with his heart. He managed with his eyes. What am I seeing? You know, in this game, he's been in that game for 30 plus years, man. 30 plus years. You can't tell him, you know, what he sees is wrong. You know what I'm saying? He's got a feel of the game. He's seen all types of players, the best, the worst, you know, mediocre, and that's what a good manager is. I'll use the metrics to you know for my final decision, but I'm not making them based off my final decision.
And I like the fact he would tell Kenny Williams, "Hey man, shut up, because you wasn't that good when you was playing behind me back in the day. Relax, I got this." And what happened? We got one of these in 2005 because of the way he managed.
Yeah,
Billy Donovan, he don't have it in him, man.
They don't
Bro,
like
you
the
should hear. I was like, I get so mad. Like, I think I'm going to Arizona next month for spring training.
Oh, okay, cool.
For a couple days. But I was like, you have to teach the fundamentals. And that's what Ozzie did. You have to teach the fundamentals. Like, you're going to have people bunt. And it was like, well, no, according to the metrics, it's probability. I don't give a shit about the probability. All right, there's a runner on first and second. All right, there's a runner on third. I'm bunting to the third baseman. Period. End of story.
Stop it.
All right, or dragging it to the first baseman, one or the other. But I'm bunting it. I'd rather bunt it to the third baseman so he has to pick it up, and the second baseman has to cover second. I mean, shortstop has it. So these things are not being done, and I would get so pissed. Like, there's a run, there's a possible run, and that's exactly what Ozzie did. Smart fundamental baseball. Some clutch 3-run homers here and there, of course, phenomenal pitching. But there were so many times. How many times did we see Scott Podsednik get on infield hit, steal second?
Yeah.
All right. Someone slapped him over to third, hit the ball to the right side, ground to the next right side, run it, 1-0 Sox. Ball doesn't leave the infield. You know what I mean? Those type of things, and you need to be fundamentally sound. Not all the time you're not going to bunt, but you need to know how the hell I'm going to bunt. You know, so yeah, it's frustrating now because the fundamentals is gone in just about in every sport. All right, James Harden, who just got traded to Cleveland, you know, he's a cancer, bro. Like, I could just tell by his attitude, like, having taught for so long and coached for so long, he'd be a pain in my ass, man.
You know who's gonna be happy that he over there in Cleveland?
Oh.
Strippers, baby. Them strippers in Cleveland gonna be happy. They gonna be happy as hell. Ooh, we got James Harden in here now. Girls, get ready. Get the baby all ready.
Oh, did he party?
Happy as hell in Cleveland. Them strippers happy as hell in Cleveland right now. No, but okay, so we're gonna talk about the Bulls for probably like another 5-7 minutes.
It's cool.
So since you've seen the new move, I shouldn't say the new moves, the trades that were done. Do you think the Bulls have anything left? You think they're gonna make some more moves or no?
Yeah, I think
the big unicorn out there, the big myth is that the Bulls are gonna try to go for Giannis. I don't see it happening because first of all, I don't think AK can make a trade to sit up there and get him a pint of vodka for cheap. So I don't see them. I don't think he has the smarts or the ability to pull off a trade to get Giannis without basically setting a franchise, which is already seems like it's been back for the past 7 years.
You can't get it back anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, watch your mouth, JB. AK might be like, hold my beer.
Right. No, hold my vodka. You know, the Russians, they love vodka. Hold my vodka.
But here's the thing. If you do, by some miracle of the NBA gods, get Giannis, you just gave away everybody that would have made him. So it's going to be him going for 50 every night and we lose?
Him and Yuki. What's that little dude's name? I can't remember his name.
The little Asian kid?
Yeah, a little 5'8" Asian kid.
He ain't bad.
And Julian Phillips.
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget about
I don't mind Julian, but
you can't. Don't forget about dancing Dalen Terry now.
You can't forget Dalen.
Hey,
can't
man,
forget about Dalen.
Dance his ass off, man.
I will tell you this though, he has improved. He has improved though. I will tell you that. And I mean, that's the bar was pretty low, but Dalen Terry's gotten better. Gotten better.
But
he
went from doesn't make him a legitimate NBA player, but
he has the skills of a second rounder, and they took him in the first.
I don't even know if he has the skills of a second rounder. I think he's got a skill of a two-way G League player, and that's being nice. The boy can't shoot.
Boy can't do a lot. Shit.
And you gotta, and that's the problem. And that's the problem with we were just talking about sports. I mean, about the way it's going. Like, no one will tell you suck. All right, no one. See, if your AAU coach definitely won't say that. The fundamentals are not being taught that. Yeah, they want their money, the travel money, the money it costs to run the program. All right, if your parents have enough to get you a personal trainer, your personal trainer's not going to tell you suck. Because I can make you strong and make you run fast and jump higher. Still don't mean you can be a good football player or a good basketball player or a good baseball player.
No.
Just because you're athletic doesn't mean you're going to be a good player. The skills you got to, and then the skills in the heart. And that you can't teach. You can't teach them any heart. It's either you're a dog or you're not. One or the other. And
Absolutely.
And people everyone nowadays, everyone's got their own trainer. And no one tells these kids that they stink, and no one tells them that your left hand sucks. No one tells them that you can't hit a curveball. No one tells you. They say, "Oh, you can hit a fastball. Oh, everyone's gonna love you because you hit the fastball 500 feet." Well, guess what? It's called curveballs and changeup once. There's,
but Shawn, dig a little deeper just from your time playing and coaching. A lot of these coaches don't know how to coach. They're just given the job. These so-called trainers, I go and I look at some of the drills that some of these kids are doing and versus the ones I'm doing. I'm like, no wonder we slapping you. You don't know fundamentals. You don't know basic footwork. Your kids still can't dribble with their left hand, but you're getting $150 a session. Make it make sense.
And then it falls back to the kids too. Like, man, I remember I was in 7th grade. One of my next door, a good buddy of mine lived on the next block. When he was 2 years younger than me. And man, we'd be in his basement, and I had to work on my left. I'm like, all right. So I said, listen, you got to steal the ball. And he was shorter than me too. He's like, I said, you got to steal the ball from me. I said, all I could do is dribble with my left hand. I put my left hand in one of my belt loops around my pants. And I just kind of kept the ball away from him, put it behind my back, between my legs. And I had to do it just with the left hand. Then there were times we'd go across the street when it was warm, and I could just shoot left-handed layups. That's all I could do. I had to go by them left-handed layup, and I put it on myself to work on my left. These guys don't work on their left.
They don't.
They don't work on free throws. They don't work on the mid-range. They don't work on boxing out. They don't work on drop steps. They don't work on bank shots. They don't work on it's amazing. These athletes are the technology for athletes to be athletes is through the roof. The skill set and is gone.
Flatlined.
Yes. I mean, Scottie Pippen was one of the most skilled people to ever play the NBA game. One of the most skilled. Kissed it off the glass. Almost every coming up on a break, he's kissed it off the glass. And people don't do that now. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's terrible, man.
Yeah.
Well, we're done talking about the NBA. Hopefully,
we're about to pick up.
Maybe because I think the trade deadline is Thursday, right? So
yeah.
The end of the trade deadline will be Thursday. So I guess the Bulls have
watch out, Kobe. Watch out, Kobe.
Oh yeah, I think Kobe up out of here, man. I think Io might be not too far behind him, and depending on what type of player they try to get back, what superstar, Buzelis might be with them. I think the guys that ain't going nowhere is going to be Josh Giddey and probably a couple of those bench players.
No, well, I think they're keep Buzelis.
I was about to say that people would want Buzelis, but they need to covet him for as long as like Golden State covered Kuminga until they couldn't, until they got to get rid of him. Because right now, if you get Giannis and it's just Giannis and Josh Giddey, that's not enough.
Yeah.
But people gonna want Buzelis, man.
Yeah, they are.
Well, I mean, hell, with Billy Donovan's system, shit ain't gonna be shit but a bunch of damn guards and one big man anyway. So
we need to get rid of him too. Like, get some posters, fire Donovan,
fire Billy. But you know what? There was a stretch where they finally got younger and more athletic, and a couple years ago, remember they were running up and down the court, hitting threes. And then I just don't know what happened. Oh, injuries happened. Remember, because with Zach, DeMar slowed it down. He screwed that whole thing up because DeMar wasn't running up and down the court. Give me half court. All right, I'm gonna get to my spot. All right, but once they started running up and down the court, they had the team. They just didn't have as much talent. Now, now you ain't got no. This team is gutted, literally gutted.
Yeah.
So I would say to finish out on that though, Shawn. That team, think about it. Lonzo with his injury, Kobe, filling in, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan. I forget who was at the 4 before Patrick Williams. I think it was somebody like Javonte Green or something. But he was
5 Javonte Greens out there.
Yeah, and then, with Vooch, imagine if a better coach had that team. Because they could play defense, they could score while Lonzo was actually playing.
Healthy.
They were a number 1 seed.
Number 1 seed, yes. Can you?
So imagine what Billy Donovan, if we had like a Jason Kidd or somebody that could come in and really, really coach. we didn't need anybody else. We didn't need to do all these massive overhauls. And everybody that you traded or gave big bucks to, like Fowl said, is gone. That is a failure on management and coaching. Clean everybody's locker out.
Yeah.
It's like guard packs all over again, minus Derrick Rose.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat. The chat is lit tonight. Good evening, everyone. Welcome in. We're talking about the Bulls. Actually, we done talking about them because shit, they damn near done anyway this season. I mean, which ain't nothing. Well, you know what? I don't even want to go back into it because the sad part is, hell, they can't even lose out because shit, the other teams below them are so damn tired and sorry they're gonna be in a damn play-in anyway. Even if they try to lose, they'll still be in the damn play.
Y'all killing me with this.
Yeah, so anyway, let's go into. I know, Shawn, that you've been keeping up with the Bears lately. What do you think about the situation with the Ian Cunningham and these comp picks?
I think it's a loophole. All right, I think it's a loophole for owners. Okay, so you can, the Rooney Rule was designed to get more minority hirings in the GM and the head coaching positions. Well, and in return for that, you would get 2 third-round picks in consecutive years, or what? 2 third-round picks in one in consecutive years. Mm-hmm. That's giving up drafts. So we're not stealing them from anyone. The NFL just added them on at the end of the 3rd round. But I think that it's a dual threat. So what you're saying is, okay, we don't trust the black guy or the minorities to build the team. So we're going to have somebody over him to kind of be the final say. And now the team that we're getting them from, they're not going to get any draft picks. They're not going to get any extra draft picks. So it's kind of like a strategy. So this team that you're getting this general manager from is not going to get 2 extra picks the following 2 years, and you weaken them, and they get no compensation for it. When the NFL was so high on diversity and things like that, there are 10 openings, and not one black guy got a head coaching gig. Not one.
One minority in Robert Saleh, because he's considered a minority, but that's it.
Yep. So I just think they found a loophole. I think they found a loophole, and I think that sucks.
So let me ask you this, Shawn. Was that loophole always there? Because all we've ever known in any position, if you make a lateral move, it's a no. But if you get a promotion, which in title he has gotten a promotion from assistant general manager to general manager, but apparently Matt Ryan gonna make all the picks.
No, Matt, he's not. And Matt Ryan said he wasn't. Matt Ryan came out and said in an interview, he goes, I'm not. That's him. He's not going to be doing a GM and my question is this:
so then
why is Matt Ryan, who's never been in the front office, over Ian Cunningham, who's been in a front office for the last 6-8 years?
That's what you call white privilege, my brother.
He understands the cap. He understands. You know what I mean? Like he's been here. He's been in 2 other places. The dude's been in the trenches.
That's what you call white privilege. It doesn't.
I don't even know if it's that versus. I think in Atlanta, people will say, "Oh, we're good again because Matt Ryan's here," because that's the last time they were good. Is when Matt Ryan played for them. I think it's more of a play on that than anything, because even with the president, just like we just saw Brandon Beane get elevated from GM to president, their new GM doesn't like nothing happens to that person. They still, that's not a minority hire, but that person is still, tasked as the general manager by title. So if Ian Cunningham is now the general manager as opposed to the assistant, then I don't see how Atlanta gets, not even Atlanta, but I don't see how the NFL gets away with even calling that a loophole.
So because the thing is, you have to put down who's the primary and who's the secondary. and because he's the president of football operations, then he is the primary.
But Kevin Warren is the president. Kevin Warren is the president, but Ryan Poles makes all the decisions.
Right. So
and we got to pick for Ryan Poles. Remember, we got to pick for hiring a minority.
But Kevin Warren wasn't here. Kevin Warren came after.
True.
Kevin Warren came after.
The reason why I say that is white privilege is because shit, they wouldn't allow a black man, a Hispanic man, or anybody else to do that. Because I mean, look at Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr did not have an ounce of fucking coaching, but yet he became the head coach of the Golden State Warriors. Who was that? Steve Nash did not have an ounce of front office experience, but came in and became like president or something like that, or GM or whatever it was, whatever, title that he held at that organization that he was with. And it's the same thing with Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan doesn't have an ounce of experience.
Front office experience. No, you're right.
And yet
he has
the position. And then not only that, he came out and said, and this is what I don't get, they keep talking about a loophole. The man came out and said that the GM is going to be making the decisions. So the GM is going to be making the decisions. Where's my damn comp pick at?
Yeah. Then if he's saying he's not the primary, then the league needs to reopen that and look into what is the play on words here, that we're saying that the guy that's in charge is telling you, I'm not in charge. Like, who's holding the smoking gun right now?
Yeah. It's a slippery slope.
Roger Goodell playing fast and loose like he always does,
and that's why he gets paid $40 million a year.
You ain't lying, and he's on the side of the owners.
That's the best job in the land. 10-year contract guaranteed.
You take all the bullets for all the owners, and we will reward you handsomely.
Yeah. Just know you're gonna get booed every draft day. I don't care.
Yep. See, I got 40 million reasons a year why I don't give a damn.
Yep. Every Tuesday that check clears.
So it's also been said that, supposedly projected right now, that the salary cap will increase by $22 million this year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, going into next year, I should say, next season.
This season, yeah.
What do you think about that? Do you think, and I think the Bears right now have like $5 million. And I keep telling people it's not going to be so easy to restructure contracts, because that is not something where the team decides that they're going to restructure a contract. They have to go in and they have to ask the players if they want their contracts, or can they restructure their contracts. Because I think a lot of people just under the assumption that, hey, man, we can restructure this person, we can restructure that person. Right. No, it doesn't quite work like that. I know a lot of people wish that it did, but it doesn't. And in saying that, what do you expect the Bears to do as far as this offseason when it comes down to addressing certain needs? Because we have a lot of needs, and there are players that people want to get rid of, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get rid of them. And then also, I don't know if we're going to be able to get the people that they want to get.
The biggest thing that's holding us up is the Dayo Dengbo trade or signing. Yeah, that's a big one.
Definitely.
Not because you can't keep putting all the resources into that defensive line. All right, you just signed Montez Sweat, who I'm not a big fan of. Okay, I will tell you that he's not a dog. He ain't a dog. He's one of them dudes. He's one like our old Uncle Hawk Harrelson used to tell about people that, the guy had 50 homers. He's like, don't tell me how many he hit. Tell me when you hit him.
Right.
All right. Remember in the first time we played the Packers, Montez Sweat had a sack the first series of the game. Okay, great. Didn't mean shit. It don't mean shit. But I will give him credit. It was the last Packer game that we went to overtime. It was the last play of the game where he sacked Jordan Love, and they couldn't get the playoff. And I'm like, okay, cool, bet. All right, good. That's when we need our sacks. All right, when it's third down, it's a final play, or it's a key down on third. Everyone needs to know. Oh shit, double team him. Watch this dude. And Montez Sweat repeatedly wasn't that dude. And I know he's got 10 sacks, double digits. How many were meaningful? You look at Micah Parsons. I might think he had like 12 or 15 sacks before he got hurt, and 8 of them were in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you need them. That's when you need them. And so they gave him $98 million. They gave Dio a nice piece of change. So, and I think and Dio's dead cap hit is big if you cut him before June 1st. You cut him. It's a big dead cap hit. So do we still want to go and get another defensive end and put more money into that position? We need to. But do you want to?
So you have to, and I want to push on you, Fal, for what you said, because what you said was actually incorrect. Of the top people that are on the Bears right now, it has been proven and calculated. Joe Thuney, DJ Moore, Grady Jarrett, to a lesser degree Tremaine Edmonds, without the cut, can go from $34 to $41 million with restructuring, and they don't have to get rid of anybody. So those contracts can be restructured if the Bears choose to. A Dangbo is an albatross, because you keep him and you cut him. You talking about saving $1.1 million or saving $3 million, which ain't gonna do you no good. But with those other top players, and you can restructure with the 20, what would that be? 22.6. So that would be $28 million plus an additional $34 to $41 million in cap space with restructuring. You can do it, and they probably should look into doing it.
Well,
and that has been proven and
accepted. What he was saying, though, JP. What he was saying, though, is that you can't restructure it unless the player agrees to it. That's what.
Well, no, of course, but I'm saying, in this sense, like a Tremaine Edmonds, we restructure you, and we can keep you, or we cut you and we take the $15 million and walk, and you get nothing.
I think he only gets two. I think his is only a $2 million dead cap hit. I don't think it's that bad.
So we would pay $15 million to $16 million.
Right. It's only a $2 million cap hit. We will get $15 million, but that's what I said when it came down to specifically cutting players. You're not going to cut a Joe Thuney because you're not going to cut none of the guys that you just recently signed, because it's too much of a damn cap hit, dead cap hit to cut them. So those guys that you all named were guys that I know for a fact that the Bears would not cut, because it's too much of a dead cap hit to cut them. Tremaine Edmonds is the main guy that you hear most people talk about cutting, because you can get the $15 million for him.
But you got to listen. On the restructuring side, there's something called work with you in this business. DJ Moore could save approximately $17.4 million on his contract. I'm sure he would want to stay here instead of possibly getting traded to God knows where. Joe Thuney can restructure, could free up around $7.3 million. Grady Jarrett, $6.9 million. And Montez Sweat has a futures deal on dead cap. So he really is not hurting us. And then I would say the one that I would say restructure the most for me, I would look into the Jalen Johnson deal, because although he kind of played into that contract, he kind of was on that Eddie Jackson deal where you played just good enough to get the money. Then you got hurt and you haven't been right since.
He only got hurt one season.
That's enough for me.
But you can't say he hasn't been right since. But you can't say he hasn't been right since, because he came back. He just came back. I mean, if he continues to play the way he did, I mean, because he wasn't healthy. He just wasn't healthy at the end of the season, and we saw that he wasn't. About when he came back. I'm saying when he came back this year, he's not right. So he's not. But he wasn't right at all. Remember, he tore his groin off his bone before the season started.
Yes,
before the season started.
I give him.
He had 2 injuries this year. Yes.
Yeah, I give him kudos just for coming back. That just shows you right there the dedication of a player who they said when he first had the injury that he was probably done for the season. And he still found the way, and he went to a specialist to get himself back for this season. So I give him kudos for that. I can't put him under the Eddie Jackson that he got hurt. Man, it's like people forget what you gone and done off of you sitting up there getting hurt. Like people talking about, oh, let's get rid of DJ. Fuck you. And I'm telling you, fuck you. You talking about getting rid of DJ. Because for the simple fact, if it wasn't for DJ, I should probably be 0-3 against the fucking Packers right now. Or hell, maybe just 0-2 because we probably wouldn't even be playing the fucking Packers.
Yeah. Yeah, and my thing is,
you're right. I agree.
DJ's my guy. He's my favorite Bear on the team. I got his jersey. Dude, that's my dude. That's my dude. You know, and DJ seems like the kind of guy who maybe he would restructure. All right. But the only problem with DJ is how can you restructure it? Like you can give him bonuses, get X amount of, you know, but what are you going to have? Like 40 catches to get at 500,000, you know, 3 touchdowns, another 5, you know what I mean? Like, what are you going to give him? What easily attainable bonuses can you get? Because the amount of weapons that they have now is crazy. You had 4 receivers with 650 yards or more. You know what I mean? So DJ's not being targeted like a number 1 receiver. He's not getting those targets. But hopefully after Caleb really saw how important he was, he starts to target him like a number 1 receiver. But if you're going to target him like everybody else, okay, well then, yeah. I don't want DJ. Only way I would trade DJ, the only way is you give me Maxx Crosby or Myles Garrett. That's the only way I trade him. Only way I would trade him.
And then you're taking a big time gamble right there because, like I was telling people before, if you trade a DJ Moore, who you know is a proven guy, you know what you're going to get out of DJ. You still don't know what you got in Rome yet.
Nope.
Luther, you hoping will take a next step the following year, but it's not guaranteed because we're going to see wide receivers that's supposed to take the next leap don't end up taking it. Hell, we thought that Rome Odunze was going to take the next leap. That didn't happen.
Yeah, but don't forget, Rome, his first 5 games before he got hurt, and I'm not a big Rome guy. No, I'm not. I'm DJ's my dude. But Rome had a touchdown first five games of the year. That was on Pro Bowl. I mean, obviously it'd be crazy if he averaged a touchdown a game, 17 touchdowns. That'd be crazy. But he was on a pace for that, and he looked good. I think that injury really hurt him. And then when he came back, like there's nothing like you try to get back into it and you're not 100% right. Because I know if you got a stress fracture, like you literally have to stay off it. You have to stay off. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, and he wasn't.
Yeah, and so I mean, and I get it. He had the stress fracture, but stress fracture ain't got nothing to do with your hands.
He was still dropping the ball.
Man, damn, dude ain't seen a body catch. A body ball that he don't like. Man, everything got to be to the body. Use them damn hands that God gave you.
And the only time he did was when Caleb threw it high. Only time he did was when Caleb threw it high and he had to jump and catch it with his hands. Otherwise, everything was body catching. I was like, man, dude, you got to stop that. You got to, dude.
See, Shawn, I want to trade. I want to keep DJ because I felt that DJ was the closest thing to a big play receiver that we've had in some time.
He is.
I'm not sold on, and I love DJ. I'm not sold on Rome. And I said I want to trade. This is my deal, and I say it until I'm blue in the face. I'm calling the Raiders and I'm saying, hey, I got Rome Odunze, I got Tyreek Stevenson, I got a number 1 pick, and you pick something else for Maxx Crosby. Can we do business? Because I do believe
that's a great dude. That's a great trade offer proposal. That's a great proposal. I'm gonna have to borrow that for my show tomorrow. Damn, dude.
Salute.
Don't worry, you'll get the credit. You get the credit.
I mean, like I said, it sounds good in theory. The only thing is that it's gonna be some fucking repercussions behind that shit.
Like what?
With your quarterback.
Oh yeah,
That's his guy.
Oh my God,
that's his guy.
But yeah, he looked better when his guy was out.
He did, but that's still his guy.
It's a business. We can't keep coddling players. It's a business.
Man, look here. You're going to coddle that damn fucking quarterback. I'll tell you that.
Where is he going?
What you mean, where is he going?
What do I have to coddle for? He's not leaving nowhere.
After that, boy, he can sit up there and say, you know what, y'all traded my guy. I'm gone. And don't think that it ain't a damn team. in the NFL that wouldn't sit up there and try to grab his ass.
Yeah,
if that's what you worried about, then you in the wrong business, man. I am not worried about Caleb Williams getting mad or quitting playing because we traded Rome Odunze.
Nobody said he's going to quit playing. It's just that if you got your franchise banking on this guy who's the most important player or playing in the most important position in football, and you're going to sit up there and upset him, hell yeah, you better start thinking. You damn sure better start thinking. Because your job as the GM, as the head coach, is really based off of what this guy is able to accomplish. And if he sits up there and says, you know what, y'all traded my guy.
Wow.
Hey, I'm gone.
We live in a world where many number one receivers have been traded from their quarterbacks. Yep. Most recently and most best, Tyreek Hill leaving Kansas City. Maybe not as big. I remember how huge it was for me being a Michigan State alum. When Plaxico left Pittsburgh, they were like, wait, you got rid of Plaxico? Why? And then he went and won a Super Bowl. It's players that you just move. It happens. It's a business. But if you're telling me that deal is going to get me Maxx Crosby and is going to get us to a potential Super Bowl, bye, Rome.
See, and the only thing about that would be, and that was the trade proposal I had. We'll trade DJ for Maxx Crosby. But if you're the Raiders, do you want a 27, 28-year-old receiver, or do you want a 23-year-old receiver in Rome Odunze?
To pair with your 22-year-old Fernando Mendoza.
You know what I mean? And so now what they wanted here in Chicago, now they're going to have it in Vegas, which is fine. We got Colston Loveland. We got Luther Burden. And
Jade Walker.
Jade Walker, he was a big-time player at A&M.
Come on, man.
He finally got a shot. I want to say, first, let me say what's up to the people in the chat, man. Sam O and Ken's in the building. Hey, Scrolls, man. I don't know, put the drinky drink down or put the weed down.
Man,
DJ is not
that's a Scrolls
overpaid wide receiver number 2.
Scrolls be coming in here wild as hell.
You can't say, man, dude.
Whoa.
Because here's my question to you then. So explain to me how, if he's an overpaid wide receiver number 2, explain to me how he averaged 1,000 yards in Carolina for 5 years when you can't even name his quarterbacks.
It was
you can't even name his quarterback. The only receiving threat they had. Then he comes to Chicago with my man Justin, has a career year.
Best career.
1,300 yards and career year in touchdowns too.
I want to say 8 or 9.
It's like, I don't drink. I'm never putting down the weed.
Well, I'm gonna get you a better.
You and my guy Rick. You and my guy Rick should hang out. Rick,
but I just think, like, if you get rid of Rome, and don't get me wrong, I understand what you're saying, and hell, I would probably do it. It's just that dynamic you say about Pat Mahomes and Tyreek Hill. Yeah, I don't think they had the relationship that two guys that came in the same draft that basically in so many ways before the damn draft started getting along with each other and was basically like, hey, I need this guy. Because if you don't think for 1 second that Caleb Williams ain't sit up there and tell, hey, Ryan Poles, I want this guy with me.
I mean, they probably did, but
number 9.
But again, this is a business, and to Scroll's point, I don't know if we have this metric, but I'm just going to put it up here. Mm-hmm. Who's number 5 in drops this year for starting wide receivers? That says Rome Odunze.
Oh, I get it.
So this is the Scroll saying about how good of a potential number 1 receiver he is. That's not number 1 receiver metrics.
Oh, I get it.
That's not
he's not a dog. He's not a dog. End of story. So with him, you got to get him to the point where he's a secondary option. All right, because Rome as a number 2 receiver is going to be better than most corners. Going to be better than most corners because if you keep targeting DJ Moore, all right, and Scrolls to counter your point, you're like, well, he was a bad secondary team or whatever you're saying, but that means he was their only option. When he's your only option, you don't I'm telling you from a defensive coordinator that I was, you take the number one option away.
That's
and
it.
If DJ was their only option, you don't think he was done? I don't think he was. And he still averages 500, 1,000 yards over 5 years, and then came here and got 1,300. Come on, man. When people know who, you know, the number one rule: don't let the superstar beat you. Let everybody cover him, double team him, let everyone else beat you. And he's still 8. That's what I'm saying.
There you go, Samo. Rome is expendable. He's not a number one wide receiver, and he never will be. Because right now, if you do get rid of DJ, I'm telling you, this is about to be the Luther Burden, Colston Loveland show. And it should be. It should.
No doubt. Like I said, once again, I don't have a problem with it. I just said who you're going to upset with it. And that person right there has a lot of say-so on this team and in this franchise right now, because he is the cornerstone of this franchise. And
he'll be okay.
We were talking about the restructure, like Shawn said. Everybody might not be a boy. Yeah, it sounds easy. Let's restructure this person. Let's restructure this person. Let's restructure. They have to still, at the end of the day, agree to restructure. And then when you do that, even when you sit up there talking about restructuring, hell, your boy goddamn Maxx Crosby making $35 million a year.
You
just restructure all those people to play one person. You still got no damn safeties. You're going to probably have to do something at linebacker.
No, but that's the thing. What I'm trying to tell you is when you restructuring, that added money is Maxx Crosby's money is not going to hit us till next year anyway. The salary cap is going up.
Going to continue to go up.
Yeah,
that's the cool thing.
It's going to continue to go up, but it's still going to count this year.
No, that's not how it works. That's why I said do your research. It doesn't work like that. There's ways that you can have it to where all 35 does not count against the cap right now. There's ways that they move and do that. I've looked at it in depth.
So how much you think, even if it ain't the 35, how much of that money do you actually think that you're going to be able to move around where it ain't going to hurt?
I mean, I don't know the exact calculation because it's not in front of us yet. But speculatory says that they can afford him now without getting rid of anybody.
Shit,
I said just restructuring. Just restructuring. And you'll still be able to sign a Kevin Byard back. You may not be able to sign a Jaquan Brisker, but you can sign a CJ Garden-Johnson back. Like, there's things that you can do.
With what money, bro?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Eating at the cap. You're not, even if you don't get the 35, let's just sit up there and say you're not getting Maxx Crosby and be like, oh yeah, you can move him, because Maxx Crosby's going to only cost $15 million this season.
The salary cap is a myth that's easily manipulated and moved. It is. They do it all the time. All the time.
And also, like Shawn was sitting up there saying, that's a lot of fucking money that you putting towards your defensive line. That is a lot. You talking about you got Trey, Montez Sweat, Dayo Odeyingbo, and then you talking about bringing in a Maxx Crosby as well. That's going to be at least $30 million because his average is 35, but somehow you said you can manipulate the salary cap.
Hey, look what Samo just said. I just said this. The salary cap is not real, Bo. They can always sign what they want. It's always Dallas has been doing it. Shawn, since we was shorties, kicking the can down, giving more money up front on the guarantees to lower the cap hit and lower the annual salary. They do it all the time, Fal.
Yes,
it's what kind of get you to understand.
It's not baseball. It's still a salary cap. So somewhere along the line, you're going to be having some holes getting this guy. It's going to be some big ass holes.
You're not.
Oh, you can because you can. I'm not sure how the NFL is going to do this, because if I'm not mistaken, Chris Zorich. Mm-hmm. All right, Chris Zorich did one of the best things in freaking. It's not as good as the Bobby Bonilla deal, but the Bears owed him $2 million, and he said, "Okay, cool, just give me $100,000 for the next 20 years."
Bet,
and he signed it.
Ain't nobody doing no shit like that though.
Hey, no. Don't. Hey, because trust me, with the more you defer,
and he got interest on that.
Yeah, the more you defer, the more you're about to pay taxes. The more you defer taxes as well. So you can do that And if that would be that's exactly what they did with Shohei Ohtani. They only paid him like $10 million this year, and it's the other 60. So they might be able to do it that way. And good, better, best, BJ. Yeah, because Scrolls said, well, the offense in the first half sucked when Rome was down. I'm like, because they were still learning the new offense. They're still learning the offense. And then once Caleb got comfortable hitting everybody, hence 4 receivers over 650 yards, he didn't need Rome. You know what I mean? Like he and now he don't need, especially now that the confidence level of a Colson Loveland is through the roof.
Man,
The confidence level of a Luther Burden is about to go through the roof. The confidence level of a DJ Moore is already through the roof because he knows he's the man. And you still got a guy in Cole Kmet who can make big catches for you still, as we saw.
Man, if they go ahead and get Maxx Crosby,
I don't want to get rid of Rome. I don't. I really don't.
I like Maxx Crosby.
Rome is a phenomenal player. He's a talented player, but I think he's he would be a phenomenal number 2. Like Alshon Jeffrey was a phenomenal. Remember Alshon Jeffrey and Brandon Marshall? Alshon Jeffrey was a phenomenal number 2. And then when Brandon Marshall left and he had to be the number 1, oh, well, he couldn't do it. I think Roman's a phenomenal number 2 because if you shade him, you go to DJ. You're always going to shade the number 1 receiver, so that's DJ. Now Rome can go free, but he's got to make sure he catches that ball with his hands.
Yeah, I'm just worried about that whole Maxx Crosby deal, the shit that you're going to have to give up to get him. And then tell you the truth, I like Maxx Crosby, but I don't sit up there and think that Maxx Crosby he had a great game against us.
He had a great year.
When you go and you look further into he's only, I think Montez Sweat was like number 25 as far as defense.
I like Sambo,
plus
man.
rate, and he was number 22 in win plus rate. I don't know if you're gonna get that type of impact that you think that you're gonna get for with a Maxx Crosby. I don't know if we're gonna get that from him.
Why wouldn't you? When you actually have some help. When he was with the Raiders, it was just him. Now at least he's gonna get some help from Grady Jarrett, some help from Javon Dexter, and some help from Javon Dexter, which is going to help Dexter.
JB, let's not forget Grady Jarrett and
is it Dial?
No, the nose guard, Billings.
Oh, Billings.
Oh, Billings probably gone. Yeah.
Remember, Billings is coming off an injury.
True.
Remember what injury he had?
Right.
His pec.
Yeah.
His pec muscle. All right. Do you know what you need to hold off 2 people like he was in his first year? Your pec muscle. So what happens there is you are rehabbing this offseason. He was rehabbing. He wasn't training. There's a big difference. He didn't have the strength that he had the year before because he was 2 mugs, 2 dudes. He'd hold up. He was a force. But when you tore that pec, man, the way your muscle atrophies because there's nothing you can do. Like you can't, you know what I mean? Once you have the surgery, you have to lay off it. You know how fast strength goes down? Mm-hmm. So he couldn't build and maintain that strength. He had to try and get back to it if he could. So give him a year off, give him a full offseason of training again, and he'll be able to lose like the 20 pounds it looks like he gained.
And he'll definitely give a discount to come back.
Oh, hell yeah.
Man. He ain't making shit anyway.
That's called I want to win.
I don't know, man. I got to see Billings in some type of shape, too, because Billings was big as fuck.
He couldn't work out, bro. Dude, you can't even squat. Because when you squat, you have to put
you can't hold it.
And then the thing about Billings is also he's another he ain't no young pup. He's an older guy.
But I'm not opposed to him being big because I look at the success that we have with Ted Washington and Keith Traylor. Like, maybe we need some more bigger
Traylor.
He just lost his strength. He just lost his strength. That was all. He lost his strength because he was rehabbing.
He's not those guys, man. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. I mean, you already know Las Vegas is going. If it comes down to that, they're gonna ask for the fucking house. They're going to ask for the house. And now you're talking about doing what they advise a lot of NFL teams don't do, which is give up draft picks because you want to build through the draft. You're not going to be successful constantly signing guys and signing guys and signing guys. You know, you need to develop some guys. That's why I was more so on board with the Trey Hendrickson, where you can sign him for cheaper and you can still keep your draft picks to also fill in some other holes that you got, because people say there ain't no salary cap. Well, shit, if there ain't no salary cap, then go ahead and get every damn high-paid damn free agent that you can. And trust me, it's not going to work.
Trey Hendrickson, to me, was my third of those three, of the Myles Garrett, Maxx Crosby, Trey Hendrickson trio. He's my third, and a distant third.
He's my third as well, but I don't feel he's going to give us 17 and a half sacks if he does come. I don't feel he's that player anymore. He wants to get paid.
Yeah. But
I mean, hell, if he ain't got to give you 17 and a half, shit, Maxx ain't never sniffed it. He can sit up there and he can give you what Maxx gives you. He can give you 12.
But
14,
Maxx gives you
13.
so much more. Tackles for losses, batted balls. Maxx does everything.
That's the edge. Stops the run. He's a good run. I didn't realize he was that good run.
He's the best of the three. He's actually the best run stopper between Garrett and Hendrickson.
Yeah. So and also my thing is you definitely got to draft one. This is an edge. This is an edge draft.
You get Maxx, you can cancel that shit. You ain't drafting shit.
No, they still gonna. I mean, it depends on how they feel about Austin Booker moving forward.
You're not gonna have a first round pick. You probably won't have one this year, and
you can draft one in the second round.
The following year.
You can draft one in the second round.
I mean,
I'll tell you what though, I like Austin Booker. I think Austin Booker is ready to take another step forward.
I think Austin Booker gets better with Sweat and a Crosby coming in. He has no choice but to get better by osmosis, right?
And you know who I think is going to be is really going to. I hope I was looking forward to him is Shamar Turner. I'm hoping for Shamar.
Me and Fal talked about that last week on the phone. Shamar Turner, because we don't really know what he's going to give, and he could be that edge/3 technique. I would like the Bears, Shawn. Feel me if you give me the second. Do you remember the time Coughlin? I forgot the defensive coordinator's name, but they had that NASCAR package.
The Giants. Yeah,
the Giants.
Yeah.
I feel like the Bears kind of have those pieces right now.
Yes, they do.
But adding Crosby kind of like solidifies it, right?
Yeah.
And that was a feared defense for about 3-4 good years.
Yep. Yeah, Samo. And I was just about to say that, and they put that up. Dude, Shamar Turner got that dog. Because I thought him being paired with Grady Jarrett would have been a perfect mentor-mentee relationship. Because Grady Jarrett had it back in his day. He had a motor that didn't stop because he's a little undersized.
He was right.
But that dude just wouldn't stop. Just couldn't stop. And that's the way Shamar Turner plays. And to get a guy who's a Pro Bowler mentoring a rookie, man, that would have been dope.
So you'd have Grady Jarrett at the 1 tech, and you'd have Shamar at the 3 tech.
It depends on the down.
Okay, because then you might bring in Big Bill, or you might even kick Dexter out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It all depends on the down.
Like I said, this sounds good. I mean, I like to see more Shamar Turner because we didn't see him. We didn't see what he really has. I like Austin Booker. I think Austin Booker has an array of moves.
He's another one who got a motor that don't stop.
Yeah, he does. He has a motor that does not stop.
He proved that against Green Bay.
The thing is this. What I'm worried about is what's going to happen further on down the line. And you got to sit up there and think about that because, like I said, if you get a Maxx Crosby, that's great. I'm not against having a Maxx Crosby. But goddamn it, if you get a fucking Maxx Crosby, what you going to do back there is safety because you have none. And that's going to cost. You have 0 safeties right now. Your top 4 safeties are all free agents.
It's going to be.
They're going to have and then you also got to remember, too, your left tackle might not play next year. So now you're going to have to sit up there and think about getting a replacement or drafting a replacement for him next year.
You do, but I think we're good with Theo Benedict.
You got to see what they're going to do.
With who?
I think Theo Benedict is a good stopgap. I think with everybody else there.
You have two on the roster right now that's going to do double duty. Theo Benedette and Kyron Amagaji. He's healthy now. You got to see what the kid can do.
A lot of people don't like him. They think he should move into guard.
Yeah. Okay. Even if he does, but you got to see him.
So here's the thing: if he does move to guard and he's good, then you can go to the left tackle.
And Scrolls, I understand, Scrolls. You said your safeties don't have to be good. Yes, they do.
Not if you got Crosby and
they still got to be able to do something, because the thing is this. Let's be honest. You got pressure. You're not going to get pressure every single down. We didn't
get any pressure this year. We got no pressure this year.
Yes, well, exactly. But the thing about it is that we had a damn safety that led the NFL in fucking picks.
Yeah.
We had a safety that led the NFL in
he's most likely coming back.
You're gonna need some damn safeties. You got none right now. All four of your safeties are fucking free agents.
But it's not a priority. And what I keep telling you is, you're
it's
not about to pay
a priority if you sign them. Who you gonna get to play back there? Me? You?
Wow. You're not about to pay $20 million for a safety. It's going to be like 11 or 12 at most.
But the thing is this, JB, you going to gave up draft picks, so now you can't really get one. Then you sit up there. Then you got to sign somebody. You have none.
You gave up 2 first. You're gonna resign Bayer. Like I keep telling you, there's people that are on the roster
so let me get this straight
that you haven't even seen yet.
Let me get this straight.
Filling a roster is going to be the least that they.
We're gonna sign Maxx Crosby and Kevin Bayer, because Bayer gonna want to get paid too.
Nope.
Yeah, but Bayer wants to be here.
He's not gonna. I would be surprised if Bayer makes more than $12 million. I'd be truly shocked.
Yeah, I would too. Because Bayer really wants to be here, and we really want him.
And Bayer, I can see you giving Bayer $12 million if you don't have another big ass guy that's taking a chunk full of your fucking money on the not on the fucking team. But you're talking about bringing in a damn Maxx Crosby and paying a Bayer $12 million. Then what the hell else? Where you gonna have some money at?
Because
you can back. It's all how you structure. You can backload the contract, bro.
And then that'll go next year when the salary cap goes up.
That's the case.
See, because the one thing JB's talking about, the salary cap keeps going up every year.
Yeah, it's going up. It's going up. It is going up. But that's the thing. You ain't really got no damn money right now. You're going to have to. The thing is that you're going to have to still sit up there, and with the salary cap going up, you're still going to have to restructure. You're still going to have to, okay, you bringing him in. That's going to take a large chunk of the money that you're going and restructure. Then also you're going to have to bring in other guys to sit up there to fill in other spots.
Let me ask you this then, to go to your theory. With about $6 million in cap space right now and all the holes you claim we have, can we fill a team with $6 million?
You're not going to be able to. You're going to have to restructure.
So no matter what, you're going to have to restructure and retool. Some of your favorite Bears may not be here, so you're going to have to do it anyway.
Exactly. If they're not here, you still got to replace them.
So why not do it to where you can get the big dog for a change while we keeping everything else in line, and we just plug and play where we need?
So, Chris, you're worried about. So, talk to me about what positions you're concerned with.
Well, first of all, you sit up there. You got to look at it like this. You're still going to need some O-line depth.
Talk to me. We'll just go through one position at a time. What positions are you worried about?
I'm worried about that left tackle because I don't know about Theo Benedict yet. I mean, people talk about Theo Benedict, but obviously the Bears didn't have enough confidence in him to let him play left tackle during that playoff game. They had to move Joe Tooney out there. So that just lets me know right there where they actually think about Theo Benedict.
His dad.
All right. Then you're sitting up there, you're talking about giving away draft picks to also bring in Maxx Crosby. Okay. So now that's taking away potential guys that you can sit up there and grow with and build with, in-house guys to potentially take picks. That linebacker position, if you're cutting Tremaine Edmonds or if you're restructuring, you still sit up there. Noah Sewell is gone. There's no point in even bringing Noah Sewell back. The fucker's been hurt every goddamn year that he's been.
You have Jackson and they signed his brother. Next.
What you talking about? His brother ain't never played.
I said you have Jackson and they signed his brother, meaning there's depth. I didn't say it was
Jackson,
great
yeah,
depth.
you ain't signed Jackson, but you're still gonna need somebody. I mean, what, you gonna go in there with 3 linebackers?
So
you're still gonna have to do that. You have no safeties.
So let's talk about one at a time. You said left tackle, right? You want to start at left tackle? Or you want to start with safety? Which one?
We can start at left tackle.
Okay, left tackle. Theo Benedict will be your left tackle. Okay. Now, unfortunately, you have to see about Ozzie. Ozzie might not come back, and they talked about even if he does come back, he might not even be 70%, 80%. Okay, so okay. Theo Benedict did a decent job. It was his first year here with us. All right, in this system, everybody, you got to understand, everyone has a learning thing. I'm okay with him being a stopgap because you could always put a tight end there. You could always do that, but in the playoff game, you can't afford, everyone's got to be on their P's and Q's because at that point you can't trust. You can't take one area and weaken that area just to cover his ass.
Correct.
With a whole training camp as a starting left tackle, with OTAs, mini camp, training camp, preseason. All right, I think he'll be fine. I'm not putting a gold jacket on him. All right, I ain't putting a gold jacket on him. I'm saying he'll be a stopgap, the left tackle. And then you still have you still got Kirana guys. They're gonna try and put him there. Okay, and like JB said, what if it does work out where Kirana is a good guard, and then you can move Tunney out to left tackle? Well, now we're set because now you got Tunney, and now you have Theo Benedict backing him up.
And the dude that came in the playoff game that played very well that I never heard of before, Woodside or Woodson or whatever. What was his name?
Is it Jefferson or no?
No, you talking about Maxx.
It was his first time playing in guard. He played great.
Is it McFarland?
Yeah, it was because of him though. I was a little pissed. He couldn't move Jared Verse, and that's why DeAndre Swift had to bounce it out and tried to hurdle that dude because that's because
Jordan McFadden. I know his name.
Hey, Shawn, I watched that about 9 times. That had less to do with that and more to do with Rome ass not blocking.
Now, here's what. You come and you hit that motherfucker. You hit that motherfucker. Because if you hit him, if you hit him, dude, and he takes one step this way, they're on the goal line. It's not like he's chasing them. You're on the goal line. That dude was not going to make the play if Rome just hits him.
If Rome just goes and
Rome jumped in front of him.
Boom.
Rome just got in front of him and took the inside position.
Danced with him. He danced with him.
Just go hit him. Just hit him. Even I'm not asking you to pancake him. Hit him. Make him take a step, and that's it. The play was in front of him. You're not going to stop. You're not going to be able to stop DeAndre Swift. But McFadden, that was a play. That's the thing that screwed it up. He couldn't get any movement on Jared Verse.
But I'll give him that play. But he played very well for his first time playing. I was impressed to say that's a good depth piece. He's not going to hurt us. They finally cut Ryan Bates, of who I said 2 years ago wasn't nothing. Should have never got his hurt ass from Buffalo. So left tackle, we've got options and viable options.
And let's not forget who's the kid from Michigan State. He went to Holy Cross for his first 2 years, and then
Newman.
Newman.
Hello, Newman.
So the thing is
so there's left tackle, Chris. So we got options at left tackle.
If you want to say that,
you're not happy with it, huh?
I don't know about Karan still.
Okay, you didn't know about Ozzie until he played.
But so you got McFadden, you got Newman at left guard. I told you we could just slide Tooney out because he's played that before. And I'd much rather play with a guard who needs help than a tackle who needs help.
Exactly. You can hide the guard a lot easier than you can hide the tackle.
Yeah.
So what other guards do you have, and what backup centers do you have?
So you got Karana Magaji, you have McFadden. Magaji and McFadden are those two. McFadden probably be first. He'd probably be the first, and Karana Magaji would be the backup to him. You want to move to safety, or you still want to stay in the offensive line?
No, because I mean, all you got is one backup tackle?
No, we just gave you 2.
Who you say?
We got Theo Benedict, we got Tunney to move to the left tackle, and they'll probably grab another body somewhere in there. And you know what?
Yeah, you're gonna need another body or 2.
No, so you don't need that. You don't need maybe one, because you also have the Jordan McFaddens, the Luke Newmans. You have people on the depth chart that can fill those positions. It's not like we only had 7 linemen. We weren't devoid of
yeah, I think we had 9 or 10.
I thought it was 9 because after what's the name got hurt and they took him on the pup list, Bates. It took us to 9.
Okay.
So all right. So you want to sit up there and be like that? Okay. So what we gonna do is safety because we got none.
So you sign. Here's what you do: you sign Byard. Okay. You re-sign C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
That's what I said. Yeah.
And because C.J. Gardner-Johnson ain't commanding 15 mil. All right, give him a couple mil because dude, he was just happy. Dude, my man, you saw that emotional press speech he gave in the locker room. Like, man, I was home at the couch
doing nothing.
You want CJ Gardner-Johnson? You moving him to safety?
Strong safety, yeah.
He's better at safety for sure.
Much better.
Better at safety. Yeah.
So, the problem is Kyler Gordon got to stay healthy because as long as you don't put CJ Gardner-Johnson as a slot. And have him chase Christian Watson across the field. We're okay.
That's the thing that you got to worry about. You're gonna have to have a nickel. You're gonna have to have a backup nickel because Kyler has yet to play a full season.
Well, that's why you look at the Josh Blackwells. Remember, Terrell Smith is coming back.
Terrell Smith,
Zay Frazier. We don't know what we got out of him.
You just can't take any corner and put him at the nickel. That doesn't happen.
You said backup. I'm giving you the backup. You said
even if the backup, you can't just put them in there. Like you can't just.
That's exactly what they did last year. They
got him playing. No, he was an outside corner.
No,
he's an outside corner. Josh Blackwell's an outside corner. Those guys are.
So is Kyler Gordon.
Thank you. You're not listening. I'm saying the backup.
Kyler played outside in college. He did not play. He did not play outside in the NFL.
Eberflus made him.
They transitioned him.
Because he had the skills to do that. You think Terrell Smith has the skills to play nickel?
We don't know.
Has the skills to play nickel?
We don't know. We don't know if he can.
Okay.
We don't know if Terrell Smith has because he's hurt.
We don't know if Josh Blackwell can or can't.
Did Josh Blackwell play nickel from the fluke?
I'm not going. Y'all guys. Y'all just go with it, man. Terrell Smith is outside.
Yes. Blackwell did play some nickel. You're right. I forgot. He did play some nickel.
Play on the Blues. Yeah.
Yes, he did. You have pieces.
Blackwell is your special teams guy.
You got a thought.
I do not trust having Blackwell playing my backup nickel.
Okay, but you can also draft one too.
It's a depth. You can
draft one too. It's not like you draft one.
Depending on where you're going to be drafted, because you losing draft picks.
You keep saying picks. You're losing 1 first-round pick this year and 1 first-round pick the following year.
You think that's all you're going to – so you think you're going to trade him? You think that there's not going to be no other picks involved?
No, because if a player goes across, then yeah.
If that's what they're asking for. The Raiders are asking for 2 first-round picks and a possible 2 players. That's what they're asking for the league. Not just the Bears. That's what the going rate is. Myles Garrett going rate, 3 first-round picks. Look it up.
And
it's going to be more than that. I guarantee you it's going to be another pick in there besides that. It may not be a high pick. It may be like a 5th or a 6th or a 7th.
Bro,
it ain't going to just be 2 first-round picks.
The rate, 2 players and 2 first-round picks will get Myles. Will get
what type of players, though?
They're gonna. We had talked about it. Like I said, they're not going to want DJ because DJ is older. They're going to want a younger receiver.
Go draft another wide receiver then.
Why do you need a wide receiver?
You don't.
You got DJ. You got DJ. You got Rome. You got DJ. You got Luther Burden. You got Johnny Walker in coming in 3rd. You got Colson Loveland still, and you got Cole Kmet.
You're still gonna need a 4th and a 5th wide receiver.
You still have Duvernay on the team, and if you got to give Zacchaeus,
oh man, you ain't bringing. I think Duvernay's gone, bro.
No,
I think Duvernay's
gone. Why would you think Duvernay's gone?
Duvernay, wasn't he like almost a Pro Bowler? No, you don't get rid of him. What are you talking about?
Yeah, why do you think he's gone, Chris?
On Duvernay as a 4th. You're gonna use Devin Duvernay as a 4th.
Did he not come up with big catches this year?
Posted Loveland.
I know. I thought Zacchaeus wasn't gonna see the field, and he was a damn 4th. He ended up being a 4th.
Who?
Zacchaeus. He ended up being a 4th.
Zacchaeus was your 3rd, sir.
Yeah, he's
at the end of the year was your fucking fourth wide receiver.
At the end of the year, coming into the season,
exactly.
he was your
at the end of the year. So, and then then Luther was your fourth.
No. What do you be watching, man?
What are you talking about? If you saying Zacchaeus was the third, who the fuck was the fourth?
Luther ended up taking Zacchaeus' spot at the third, bro. Yes.
What?
Luther Burden ended up taking the third receiver spot from Zacchaeus.
And then Zacchaeus. So at the beginning of the season, Luther Burden was your fourth. What you call it ended up
at the end of the season, which means Luther can be a 2-3 right now going into next season.
So once again, who is going to be your fourth? You talking about Duvernay? Duvernay don't fucking play wide receiver. He just
said Zacchaeus.
Or Jade Walker. Let's not forget Jade Walker.
Or Walker. Like
if you're getting rid of Rome, he's gonna be your third, right? That's what y'all just said.
No, so if you get rid of Rome, and we're not saying, guys, that we want to get rid of Rome. I'm saying if we do, you still got DJ Moore.
Thank you, Samo.
You still have
I know. I'm not dumb. I know fucking Burton took it from fucking Zacchaeus. That is not what I'm talking about. What I'm sitting up there saying is you're gonna need a fourth wide receiver. If you want to go into the fucking season with Devin, no hands ass Duvernay as your fourth fucking wide receiver and act like he's not going to get playing time, because for the simple fact, in order for Luther Burton to fucking take Zacchaeus' fucking spot, he still had to play, right?
If that's the case, then Duvernay is your fifth and Zacchaeus is your fourth. What part of the math don't you get?
Zacchaeus is a fucking free agent.
You give him $2.7 million and set him up. Man, guess what? Or you find the next person to bring in.
So you want to go through another damn season of drop ass Zacchaeus, huh?
Always another receiver you
There's
can
always
get.
Another slot receiver.
Thank you.
I know.
Hey,
I'm just trying to figure out where the hell we got all this fucking money, man. Like, where's all this?
You know what?
Like I said, you still got to replace these guys. No matter
you know who else? Give me a Julian Edelman, Amendola type.
Dude. Oh, you mean a guy off the practice squad that only made $700,000 that became a fucking Pro Bowler? I'll take him. Yes.
Yeah, if you can find one.
They're all over the place.
But I'll tell you what,
they grow on fucking trees.
Jade Walker is one.
Let's look at this. Let's look at Ben Johnson. Let's stop forgetting. Let's not forget. This was Ben Johnson's draft. All right, Ryan Poles makes the decision. Ryan Poles is the GM. But look at all those. Look at all the draft picks that hit. This is Ben Johnson, his choice. So you're gonna tell me Ben Johnson made the call on Colston Loveland when everyone in the world and their mama said take Tyler Warren, and there's no disrespect to Tyler Warren, but Colston Love is the better pick for us in this draft. Then he grabbed Ozzie Trapillo. Then he grabbed Luther Burden. So you don't think that Ben Johnson knows what type of receivers can fit his offense? Yes. Whether it be a free agent, a veteran, or a rookie coming out, you don't think he knows what type of receivers he needs for his offense?
The thing is this. You guys are sitting up there. I get it. I'm not, like someone said, am I looking for the same team to return back next year? No, I'm not sitting up there talking about the same team returning. What I'm sitting up there saying is that when you come adding more money onto the squad, you're going to lose people, but you're also going to sit up there and lose quality as well. Because you're sitting up here, you just basically say, oh, yeah, we're going to sign Bayer back. But we just took on a big-ass chunk of money with fucking Maxx Crosby. But you're going to be able to sign Bayer back as well. Then you're going to be able to get 3 more fucking safeties. Then not only that, you're going to have to still sit up there and possibly, because you're not bringing Nashawn Wright back. So you're going to have Jalen Johnson. You're going to have Tyreek Stevenson, Kyler Gordon, and
still got
Ray Frazier, Terrell Smith is still under contract.
We got to see what I'm not.
And they're ready. Don't talk about it. They got their contracts. They're under contract. You can't worry about that. Zach Frazier and Terrell Smith. They're under contract.
Okay,
so don't worry about that.
Those guys. You got 2 guys coming off of you got Terrell Smith coming off of injury, and who was the other guy we got? And
Josh Frazier, he had personal.
No, Zay Frazier, I know had like some personal stuff. I still want to see what he got. I can't count him yet because I've never seen him.
I agree, but to take him, we all got to see. We all got to see what he's got. But he's another one of those 6'2", 6'3" corners
that runs a 4.3.
Oh yeah. Oh, I hope he does kill. That's the thing. I hope that he does kill. It's just still, guys. We still talking about putting all this money in. It's like y'all making it seem like we got infinite amount of money.
So
like the guys that we bringing in ain't gonna cost. They're gonna cost.
I'm gonna take you back not that long ago when we got Khalil Mack and paid all that money, and we're like, oh, we're not gonna have a money to field the team, and they still field the team. They're always going to field a 53-man roster team.
The thing is this. You know that they're gonna field the team. The thing is this. Are you gonna have guys that's going to sit up there and make somewhat of an impact?
Yes.
That's the thing. You talking about literally paying Maxx Crosby this big time money, then bringing in Kevin Byard, like you said, you hoping no more than $12 million. You just literally spent, if you sit up there and say 12 for him.
Hey, I like that. In Al Harris, we trust. Thank you, Samo. I like that.
Oh shit, I hope so. That's the thing. I'm hoping. I haven't seen the kid play. Nobody's seen the kid play in the NFL. So I'm not gonna sit up there just kind of like, oh yeah, Zay Frazier is going to be that dude. No, I don't know yet. We don't know. Just being honest.
If there's a smart guy who wants that coaching matters. All right. And if you look at what Al Harris has done over the last 4 years, he's the top. He's had a DB in the top 2 or 3 in interceptions
every year. Yes.
Every year. That's not just them players being such a such. It's him coaching. Going back to Dallas. So you don't think he's got this young guy? And yeah, trust me, we didn't have a pass rush this year, bro. We did not have a pass rush, and we still had all those interceptions.
25th, something like that. It was terrible.
I know.
And we let so you don't think what he taught those guys he's gonna work on with this younger guy? Like one of the things that I said was this: whenever you move up a level, high school to college to pro, the most important coaching you get is your first year, because it teaches you how to acclimate in that new environment. Okay, Kyle Monangai was fortunate to get a Airbnb. Okay, if Zay Frazier can get a Al Harris, which looks like it's going to be Al Harris is all the DC jobs are taken. Al Harris is back. You get him with Al Harris at 6'3", run a 4.3, 4.4. Tyreek Stevenson might be odd man out. So you're gonna have a guy, and you're gonna have a guy who's gonna have this same type of coaching that's necessary to be a dog. Because Al Harris, we all remember, was a dog, and he's coached that, and he's got the track record as a coach to prove it. He's got a guy up in the top 3 in the last 5 years, every place he's been.
And he's not your DC, he's your position coach, which means you're with him every single day.
The thing is this: I have the utmost respect and confidence in Al Harris. What I keep trying to tell you guys is, it's also about the money. Because tell me this: if you guys sitting up here,
about the money, that's what you don't get.
You have to have money to get the players. You want quality. You don't just want quantity. You want quality, bro.
The quality is the
thing is this: if you get so. Y'all keep talking about Maxx Crosby, okay? Maxx Crosby. How much do you think Maxx Crosby is coming in making? If you trade for him, how much do you think he's coming in and making a year?
It's not coming to make. Not thinking we can tell you how much is it. We can tell you how much.
His annual average is like $35 million a year.
It's not about the average. It doesn't matter about the average.
That's why I keep trying to tell you. You're doing simple math, and that's not how this works. He's
still going to be making $30-something million a year.
Yes. However, what you're not understanding is that there are so many different ways, and this is like I get your point, but you're listening and not listening to understand. Like there's so many different ways that you can take the salary and make it bonuses. So Chris, I know this is exact. This is hyperbole. I'm exaggerating for effect, but I need you to understand. So Maxx Crosby, say you want to pay him $10 million. Okay, that's his salary. All right, so he's got 28 million left. It's plausible to say if you stay here at Hallis Hall and work out here all summer, you get $5 million.
Boom.
If you play 50% of all third downs in the league, you get another $3 million. You can adjust it that way. And those are bonuses because that's not guaranteed, because if he gets hurt, he doesn't get it. There are different ways, workout bonuses, all these things, play X amount of snaps. There's a whole bunch of different ways to move money around.
I'm not
there's a
saying
whole bunch of ways.
I understand that there's ways to move money around. What I'm sitting up there saying is that you're not moving that much money around for him.
But you need to stop saying it because you can
against your salary cap.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Okay, so tell me this, JB, please.
Do your research.
How much money, if you talking about moving this shit all around, all this, how much money are you sitting up there expecting him to go against the cap next year? If you get him.
If you get him, I think between 25 and 28.
That's still a lot of fucking money.
I don't care because we need him.
A lot of money.
You worried about the wrong fit. We need him.
Kevin Byard, you expecting to pay Kevin Byard what? $12 million? Right?
Hey, Shawn, it's a moot point, man. He don't get the moot point.
So now you're looking at what? $40 million?
So here's his base salary. You want to talk about Maxx Crosby's base salary? All right, this is through 2029. 2026, he makes 30. 2027 makes 29. 2028, now mind you, salary cap's going up. 2028, he's 26 and a half. And 29, he's 27.4. So his salaries goes down, nips up a little, comes right back down as the salary cap keeps going up. And it's telling you, you can easily manipulate a salary cap by just bonuses. Roster bonuses.
Y'all go ahead. Hey, I guarantee you this. We fuck around and pay all that money to Maxx Crosby and Kevin Byard. Bears still ain't going to be going no fucking where, because you can't sit up there and constantly talk about manipulating the salary cap. I get it. But at the same time, you still want some damn quality on your squad. You ain't going to have shit. You're going to have a couple guys on there. You're going to sit up there. You basically going to go to war with Kevin Byard, Maxx Crosby, because what are you going to do with Tremaine? Are you going to try to restructure his contract? Or you just going to cut him?
Either way, you can cut him.
I'm cutting him, but
if you cut him, okay, you cut him, then shit, now you got to find somebody to replace him. And it ain't going to be just no plug and play. And don't tell me about no fucking Jackson, because you seen him play in about 4 or 5 games. Like, oh, man, Jackson was a stud. No, we seen that shit before.
Give a kid a chance.
And they play good for extended for a couple of fucking games, and then when you give them some shit, they look like shit.
Give them a chance, but you're not even reading the chat. It's about 19 people telling you this can happen, but you don't want to listen.
I didn't say that.
Why are you against Jackson?
Who the fuck are you going to sit up there and replace guys with? You want quality, so you just gonna you're gonna get 3 bum ass safeties. You be able to get Kevin Byard.
Why are you saying 3 bum ass safeties, bro? We just said. Let me tell you.
You don't get
the money. Byard. You ain't gonna have shit. So what you gonna get?
I'm trying to tell you, but you don't let me talk.
Go ahead.
You can resign Byard, you resign CJ Gardner-Johnson, and then you see what. Then you draft a safety and see what else. If Jonathan Owens, Mr. Simone Biles wants to take because he's predominantly a special teams guy. He's not really. He doesn't get a lot of tick. He gets ticked, but nothing crazy. The key to me is CJ Gardner-Johnson. If you sign, because I think you heard Ryan Poles even mention Kevin Byard. We'd really like to have him back.
Yeah,
we'd really like to have him back. You don't need to, but you'd really like to have him back because he's his veteran presence. Yeah. So him and CJ Gardner-Johnson at safeties is a great duo.
Allow me to say some names real quick before we move on. And I'm just going to go bottom up, $3 million on top. Reed Blankenship, Cameron Curl, Geno Stone, Alohi Gilman, Donovan Wilson, Kevin Byard, Andre Sisco, Jimmy Ward, all make $10,000 or less and are all unrestricted free agents. Market value was $2 to $3 million less than what they're already making.
Amen, Tim Mill.
Don't tell me you can't get somebody, man.
And you don't think, and here's the thing. Here's another
thing. They gonna want to come play here.
I just about to say that, JB. Just about to say that. You mean to tell me you would put yourself in their shoes, Falmouth? You made money already. Would you take a little bit of money when you know you got a quarterback who's shown 7 times last year that he can come back?
My thing is, how much money are you going to have left? You got it. That's the whole premise of this. How much money are you going to have left? You sit up here throwing the names out there. You think motherfuckers coming to play for fucking $500,000? Fuck no. How much money are you going to seriously have left to get these quality guys that you keep talking about? They're not coming to play for fucking peanuts.
You don't
get it. I get it, Chris, but you're not comprehending the fact of the manipulation of the salary cap.
Oh
People get paid. Guys get paid 7 figures.
So tell me this: is there not a cap where you can't sit up there? You can't go over this amount of money? Yes or no?
Yes. No, you can't go over.
Well, yeah, if you pay your own. Yeah,
they do it all the time.
Yeah, but do you understand that how you like we showed you how to manipulate it, and that it's not okay with you. Like we literally told you how they can do it. It's with roster bonuses, with workout bonuses, with you. Hey, if you come in at between 260 and 275 pounds, we'll give you another $3 million. All these things, these are bonus incentives
that don't count against the salary cap.
Mm-hmm. I love to see what the fuck we gonna do with that dumb ass shit. I love to see it.
You say dumb, but that's how the league has been running forever.
We're gonna be sitting back there and safety like, but who? Who's this person? Oh, he sucks ass. And I don't even know. The thing about y'all talking about CJ Gardner-Johnson, yes,
and
he
loves to play football. I think he would love to play here,
but he's going to make himself some money this season. What you think you're gonna give CJ Gardner-Johnson?
Not a lot, because he was doing nothing.
He was on the couch, man. You're not about to get his dude $10 million.
What are you talking about? The dude sat up there and he played ball.
He was. Did
he not get himself some money? Did he not make himself some money this offseason?
Not $10 million.
I didn't say $10 million.
You give him $2-3 million.
I was about to say and a roster bonus.
I think he'll get a little bit more than $2 or $3 million. Oh God! The man had 3 picks, 3 sacks, tackles. So y'all just gonna give him like $2 or $3 million? No. I ain't saying he's not gonna make Kevin Byard money now. I think he could probably get upwards of 5, 6.
Kevin Byard only made 7.5 this year. So if you give Kevin Byard 9 or 10, you're winning.
I'm talking about the $12 million that you're talking about getting.
I said that's at the high point.
But see, Chris, you don't understand here. And this is the last time I'll say it because I said it 3 times. Once you sign them, their contracts are inked. Every year, the salary cap keeps going up. So they're not going to take as big a percentage every year because even if say you give CJ Gardner-Johnson 3 years, $9 million, 3 years, $10 million, nice even number. All right, you get 3 a year. Guess what? That salary cap keeps going up, keeps going up, keeps going up. So if we kept that the amount of salary cap that we're using is going to decrease every year because it's all in contract while the salary cap keeps going up. That's what I don't. So that's how it's done. Once you lock them in and you know the salary cap's going up, like you know what I mean. So if you spent $15 on food, all right, and you're making $15, let's say $50 a week for food, and then you get a new job and you know you get more money. All of a sudden, that $50 ain't that important as it was when you were making less money because you're getting more money in. Well, they're getting more money due to the increased salary cap. That's what we're saying.
Just remember, your right tackle due for extension. Your quarterback.
You don't have to pay him this year. You can pay him next year.
No. I'm not talking about this year. I'm talking about later. I know you don't have to pay him this year, but you're gonna have to damn sure talk to him about extending him this year, and then that's gonna kick in next year.
But then, Grady Jarrett's contract is gone after next year. Who else? There's 3. You can get rid of Dio.
You can get rid of Dio next year.
Dio next year. You got Dio, Grady Jarrett. So So you see
After
what we're talking about?
2026, with a diet,
So now the salary cap goes up, and now our expenses go, our payroll goes down. Grady and Dio, those are two big hits, and you want to talk about it right tackle?
There's still gonna be some dead money behind it, but you can cut them.
Yeah, but if the dead money's $1 million, $2 million, I mean Tremaine's dead money's $2 million this year. So what's gonna be next year?
Yeah, but I don't think those guys shit is like $2 million.
You know what I mean? So it's there. It's there, man. You just got to have
like
faith.
Kyle Duggar. Let me just let you in on how this works, Fal. A player like Kyle Duggar made 14.9 million this year. Because of his play in the market, he drops all the way to $5 million. Kevin Byard, who had the greatest interceptions of the league this year, led the league, went from 7.5 because of his age and tackling all this to under 8 million. The curve didn't swing that much. You just give him a little bit to wet his beak to keep him here. You're making it seem like dude's gonna go from 7.5 to $15 million. That's not how this works. That's not how any of it works. 15 million. The market value, if he leaves the Bears right now, his market value is $8 million. If he goes the Bears away right now, the speculation is he won't make more than $8 million a year
because of his age.
Kevin Byard. Because of his age. You telling me they can't be like, hey man, we got you, man. We gonna give you 10 and we gonna front load you guaranteed because we like you to be here, and that 10 really is like 6. Like, come on, man.
And Kent is making this right because what are we going to, because it all comes down to Caleb, because they're going to have to pay him. So what have you discussed? Have you said, hey, we're going to pick up your 5th-year option and give you an extension after your 4th? Because they got to decide after this season.
They got to decide after 3 years. Yeah.
So they're going to pick it up, obviously.
But they'll pick the extension up and save a little money.
So they can once you get rid of the Grady Jarrett, Dio Adengbo, maybe Tremaine Edmonds, then you give them that. Then you can bump up Caleb and say, okay, this is a bone. You can put majority of the money here in this. And again, let's not forget the fucking achievable bonuses. If you don't go to LA and you stay at Hallis Hall and work out here 80% of the time, you get $4 million. You know what I'm saying? And if you come in at a certain weight, you get another $3 million. There's so many different things, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you don't stub your toe, you don't stub your toe, you get an extra. You know what I'm saying? Like, you stay healthy. There's ways to do that, and it's crazy. But other GMs have found a loophole. Like we were talking about loopholes earlier. They found loopholes, and not everybody uses them. So give them all these. You come for non-mandatory minicamp, you come for that, you get an extra $3 million. Mm-hmm. Involuntary minicamp, you get $3 million. You know what I mean? You show up for minicamp.
They did that to a guy named Chris Jones. Remember that 2 years ago?
Oh, the kid on the Chiefs. Yeah.
Hey, just show up and we'll front load your money because we can't afford you. Guess what? He showed up and they went and got somebody else and won another damn Super Bowl.
Yeah, so that's nothing you should worry about, Chris. I'm telling you. I hear your thoughts, but we're telling you how it works.
You say that until we be looking up and we getting garbage of the garbage down there.
Yeah. Well, someone said so. Samuel, yeah. So with Caleb's contract, you can say, hey, listen, we'll pick up your 5th-year option, and after the 4th year. Because they got to decide after this year. After the 4th year, we can give you an extension, tear up that 5th year,
and start over.
Yeah. There's just it's so many different ways to do it. Because Caleb's going to get about 50 or 60. Because what is Dak?
He might set the bar because I want to say Dak is at 60, right? 60,
yeah, Dak's at 60.
Yeah, he might set the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got it, and luckily the cap keeps going up, which is why you want to lock in all these guys.
Now.
Yeah, now.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with locking them in now. You just hope that you got something later. That's all.
Yeah,
or hope that shit you able to get some quality instead of quantity.
But
that's the thing. You're paying for the quality now.
Yeah. Man, you're gonna put so much money in that damn defensive line, that don't make no damn sense.
But hey, I'm telling you, you know as well as I do, when there's a meeting at the quarterback in under 3 seconds, a quarterback is not making a lot of good decisions.
Yeah, well, you got the right damn quarterback shit. You can read that shit and get it out in 1.5 or 2.0.
Or you can scramble.
I'll take our chances. Because remember, all of this beautiful 11-6 we did go, we were 2-4 in the division.
We were 2-4 in division.
That's got to change now.
We were 2-4 in the division.
Well, should have been at least 3-3 the first Minnesota game.
It shouldn't have came down to JJ McCarthy being Superman and never doing nothing again until week 13.
Man.
Yeah.
That game,
get some shout outs or something, or if you guys want to talk about your thoughts on the season, get into those real quick and then get into some shout outs, because I know we going to win over time talking about this salary cap and one Maxx Crosby and all that type of stuff, hoping that we have depth and able to sign other guys. So
yeah, what do you want to?
We can go ahead. JB, you can go ahead and start. Well, you want to make it JB about what you thought about the season, or you just want to go into shout outs?
Well, no, because I did want to ask Shawn's thoughts on the season, because obviously it was a success, but for us Bears fans, it looked a lot like 2018. It looked a lot like a double doinkish season, and which is the reason why I'm so adamant in making these moves now, because we can't go into next season looking for the same luck, looking for the ball to bounce the same ways. Damn sure not being 26, 7, 8, 9, 10 in damn defensive pressure and getting no sacks and stuff. We cannot sustain. Otherwise, we will be 8-8, 9-8, 10 and whatever next year. What are your thoughts?
I think this offense is going to be much better, which is going to be a lot more beneficial to the defense. You know, the one thing that I think that they're going to work on with Caleb, and they've actually said it, is the short stuff, his accuracy. All right. Once Caleb becomes methodical.
Good word.
And says, okay, I don't need to throw the ball more than 10 yards, because we've all seen Tom Brady go up and down the field and not throw that ball more than 10 yards.
Dissecting the defense.
And this is what Caleb has to understand. And once Caleb, and I'm sure as a year older and a year wiser, a year more comfortable in this system, Caleb is going to get it. Ben's going to keep trying to get it to him. Caleb's got to understand this is how you do it. If you listen to Tommy, he'll tell him. So once that happens, this offense is going to be unbelievably potent. I was happy with the season. It was frustrating at first, and I said it's going to take to about week 10. It took a little longer, but I said about week 10, they're going to start doing some good stuff. All right? And, man, the confidence. Imagine that Luther Burden, the way he played at the end of the year, at the beginning of the year.
That's what I wanted to, yes.
Okay. But he had to learn the offense. It's new to him. It's a brand new offense. Guess what? Luther Burden doesn't have to learn the offense next year.
Right.
Colston Loveland doesn't have to learn the offense next year. Calvin Ungai doesn't have to learn the offense next year. DeAndre Swift, Caleb Williams doesn't have to learn the offense next year. So I'm anticipating. So I'm glad. I'm very happy with the development. And true, everyone talked about Caleb 4,000 yards. I can give a rat's ass if Caleb gets 4,000 yards or not. All right, because if he had a season like Jalen Hurts had the year before, and say he gets 3,500 yards and wins a Super Bowl, I'll take it every year.
Joe Montana never threw for 4,000 yards, and he one of the GOATs. I'll take it.
But Caleb's going to get that. Why? Because look at all the drops he had. Look at all the drops in this season, from DJ Moore to Roma Dunze to even Loveland to Komet to Kyle Manungai a couple times on swings. Think of all the drops, and there was a couple. There was a thing that I saw. Keep forgetting to take those, to screenshot those or save the things when I see them on social media. At one point, it was about three quarters of the way through the season, and Caleb had lost a minimum of 430 yards due to drops. And that's not after the catch. That's just where they caught it. 430 yards. That's going to get better. I love the progress he made, because if you watch him now, a lot of times he's in structure. That was my biggest question with him. Can he play in structure? And we saw a lot of times he didn't like, he wouldn't. He would, bounce, he just bail out. Now he's in structure. Now he can have chaos around him and stay calm. He's getting better at it. He's not great. He's getting better at it. But from week 1 to the end of the season, he leaps and bounds. He improved in staying in structure. So the development of Caleb has been excellent. And we knew what he could do. We saw it at USC. He was going to Heisman that way, off platform. This year is going. I anticipate there's a lot of expectation this year, for the reasons I just said. Can they live up to them? That's the question. I think they can. I think because you got, there's nothing like being confident in knowing your abilities, in your routes, knowing your plays. All right, Colson Love. What are we talking about? They don't have to learn this shit anymore. Now they can start getting funky with it. Now they can work on mastering this thing. Before you're learning it,
he's in his craft now.
Master, because they won't even master it this year. I say in 28 or 27 is when they're going to be full-blown masters, and they might go deep in the playoffs, maybe get to the Super Bowl this year before they even master that offense. Wouldn't that be some craziness?
I'll sign up for it.
Great season, and it hurt a lot because we knew we should have won that game. It hurt a lot whether you thought it was DJ's fault or Rome's fault.
More on Ben with the 4th downs and not taking the points.
I agree. Whoever's fault it is, we had the chance to win that game. And if that's the thing that bugs me the most. All right? Like the double doink, that bugs me because we should have won that game. Like you said, going to Seattle, man, probably got our ass kicked. Cool, I'm good with that. But man, dude, when you have that opportunity, because there's no guarantee we're going to get back. Ask Dan Marino.
I said that last week, which is why I said this is a lot, reminded me of 2018, and I hope we don't repeat history after the 2018 season, because that has happened to us before.
I don't think my feeling is that it's not going to, is because there's a different aura, there's a different culture around, right? It's not all before. In 2018 is still too much.
I think they had better players too.
And serve and swag, and they're still too young, and really there weren't enough veterans on the team to kind of.
That team was still defensively overhyped. No, not overhyped, but it was geared more toward defense. It was all about the defense. Offense just don't mess it up. Right. I think this is now defense don't mess it up. Offense got this. That's what we're moving towards.
That's a good one, Crook Commish. Yeah, there's no discipline on that 18 team, and I think now Ben has been on everybody, and now you see Caleb getting on everybody. All right, that's the culture you want when the coaches don't even have to. One of my guys, you guys know Marcus Sullivan?
Yes.
Yeah. So he played with the Patriots for 1 year.
Yes.
Most of his year was Buffalo and then Patriots. And he said, and I asked him, like, how was Belichick and this and this? He was like, bro, he goes, it wasn't even Belichick. He goes, it was all the veterans in the locker room. They sustain that culture. And I think that's how it is here. Grady Jarrett can have another year. He'll have roots planted here, so he's a phenomenal leader. Right? You got Joe Tooney, whether he's boisterous or whether he's vocal or not, just watch him go about his business. Right? Kevin Byard, watch him go about his business. CJ Gardner-Johnson, resign him, watch him go about his business. Right? You got those guys are building that culture, and the way they lost, they didn't like that. That reminds me of the 84 Bears.
Oh,
right? When they lost to the Niners.
The 49ers.
And I'll never forget, game's over, the Bears are down, the clock's running out. Walter Payton takes the hand off the left side, and I don't remember who it was, if it was Eric Wright or whoever, about to go out of bounds, and he's on the sideline. Eric Wright comes, and Walter just forearms his ass, like right in the chest, because he wouldn't die, and that's how he played. And the team took that, and obviously you know what happened to 85 Bears. I get the same I see the same things with this team, and I'm hoping the results are the same. But I think that they're going to build off of that. And I know what Coach Johnson said, but they're going to really look forward to this year and really getting back to the fundamentals. I think this year is going to be really good. And don't be surprised if we come out the gate hot, coming in hot. Like we start off 6-1, 8-1, 9-2. You know what I mean? Like we start off like some crazy shit. And don't even need long win streaks. You win 3, you lose 1. You win 4, you lose 1. That's 7-2. You win 3, that's 10-2. Like, well, and we're no long win streaks. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's possible. And I see that happening with the demeanor of our head coach, the demeanor of our quarterback, and that shit filters down from the top. And luckily, that's the top. I don't know what the hell with everyone else. That filters down, and it's gonna be. I like the culture, the attitude, the aura, the mentality that this team has going into next year.
Definitely. Well, Shawn, go ahead and give us your shout outs and let us know where we can find you at.
Guys, thanks for having me on, man. I really appreciate it. It was great kicking it with you, man. I miss you guys. Great seeing you guys. Sam, Keds in the I'm going to have to have you guys on. I know you guys have regular jobs, but man, just get a day off. Sam or Keds, you got to hop on, bro. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 Central Time on Sports Zone Chicago's YouTube channel. You can find Shawn Sierra Sports. That's where I'll be. I'll be on tomorrow at 9 to 11. I have Adam Shalafu. We're talking Bulls. That crazy trades that are going on in the NBA. All right. That's nuts. Yeah, definitely got to check. Did Kobe get dealt yet? So yeah, check me out. You can check me out on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, we're at Sports Zone Chicago, at Twitter, we're at Sports Zone Chi, CHI. And do me a favor, check out my website, sportzonechicago.com. We have so much swag. We got this. We got quarter zips. We got hats. We got FGB shirts, so fuck Green Bay shirts. FGB. We got hashtag Coaching Matters shirts. We have the Good, Better, Best shirts. We got a whole bunch of different things. We got hoodies, hats. We got a whole bunch of stuff. Check it out. SportsZoneChicago.com. Check it out. And, man, you get different colors. I know one of my guys got the orange FGB. He got an orange hoodie with the blue FGB on it. So there's multiple colors. Check it out. And it's Valentine's Day, man. Have your significant other say, hey, man, here's what I want. Peep this. Give me some of this Sports Zone Chicago swag. So check it out, SportsZoneChicago.com. Again, thank you guys for having me on, bro. It was a blast.
Love. Good seeing you again, brother.
You know it, brother.
Applause.
Better see you tomorrow, Chris, in the chat.
Oh, yeah. You know I'll be in there.
Man, we chopping it up. Good stuff, man. Again, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys thinking about me and having me come on, man. It was fun. Great stuff.
Man, love. Talk to you soon. Hey, man, come back soon, bro.
Yeah, come back soon.
Hey, come back.
We got to break this draft down. We have to.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a text away, bro. That's it. Have the crooked commission hit me up. Are you getting me up? I think you guys got my number.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Anytime, bro. Anytime. All right.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right, fellas. Good looking out.
Yes, sir. All right, JB. You on up.
Real quick.
Oh, Crook. Hey.
Hey. Real quick, I just want to give a shout out to Shawn for coming on. Super last minute, you know what I mean? Like, just threw him a text out in the dark. You never know what the hell happens. The worst you could say is no, too last minute. But he said, give me the time, gave me the email, and jumped on in. So really appreciate that for coming on last minute and stuff. So want to give a shout out to my boy Neon Peacock. This is the website. This is a shirt that he put together for me here. Hopefully you guys can see it.
Oh, that is nice. I like that.
That's nice right there.
There's another shirt I got. I'm ready for the season, guys. There's another one here. We got the Pope on our side.
Oh, with the NBA Jam stats.
Yes, sir. You got to check out the stats. The stats are good here. So definitely check out the website there and look at the different shirts. We got an Iceman shirt, a Caleb Williams Iceman shirt on that website, and a few other things. You may see some other members of the clubhouse like Frank the Tank and JB and Frank NBA Jam version. So if you guys like that, this is another way to help support the clubhouse and whatnot. So if you guys like us, you guys like rocking with us, wearing that shit out in public and whatnot, just gets more eyeballs on us. You know what I mean? So, but if nothing else, hit us with that thumbs up, man, and share us and talk about us with some of your friends and whatnot. So really do appreciate it. So, yeah, and that's it. So peace out.
Yeah, that's it. Go ahead, JB, you on up.
Shoot, I was trying to get that website.
Like and subscribe, Chicago Clubhouse Podcast on YouTube. Check us out, Samo. We do got a Facebook page, Chicago Clubhouse. You can find us on Twitter. And
hey, Crook, could you drop that in the that link in the chat? I couldn't get it fast enough. Yep, drop it in the chat because I was trying to get it. Yeah. Yep, just leave it up there. But shout out to you all. Shout out to Shawn Sierra. Always love talking to that cat. Short notice. Crook, shout out to you for even having the wherewithal to call him to bring that out. So love it. Let's get into these shout outs. Shout out to Crook Commish. Crazy Ace was one of the he's on vacation in the Philippines. Crazy Ace, salute to service. Thank you. Kasim Baker, thank you for chiming in. Salute everyone. Darius D. Jones came in early and often. Ramon Acevedo as well, who is actually Crazy Ace. My man Otis Robinson representing Nolans for the people down south in the booth. Thank you for chiming in. We appreciate it. My man AC Adam came back. We appreciate it. Thank you, AC. The Scrolls was on one tonight, man. Val, you and the Scrolls don't have to talk, man. He be at you.
Louis.
Wait, who is the mouth?
Oh, that's one of his guys.
So that is my co-host.
Like Pennywise, but
that's the co-host for my fantasy football show that we do on Wednesdays. So
gotcha.
He's a co-host. So the mouth from the Bay is what we call him there, because in fantasy football he's got one of the loudest mouths, and there's no not hearing him once he comes in and makes his entrance.
Oh, okay. So you tell me you got to mute him. I got you. Understood. Shout out to Bob Ricks, our like and subscribe generator. Jeanette Johnson, one of our P1s, came back. Hey, Jeanette, welcome. What you doing for the Super Bowl, Jeanette? My man Dan Tanner, welcome back, Dan Tanner. Logan, hey nephew, how you doing? Sivius R. Dixon, my man, what's going on with you, brother? Good to see you. My man Tucson J, thank you. He said he's coming in to do the Super Bowl Supple next year, I hope. Leah, Uncle Fowle, and Uncle JB, how are you all? We're great, sweetheart. Thank you for chiming in. We appreciate you. Thank you. Runaway, thank you for coming back. I love it. Whoever's to take on this bullshit trade, TTL Runaway got them puns, man. I appreciate it. I love when he comes in. Luis Mejia, thank you, Luis Mejia. Thank you for chiming in. I believe that's a new one. T Cole 856793009. Thank you for chiming in. So, Shawn, we all watching. Ron Winarski, thank you for chiming in, Ron. Roma Dulce's dad, one of our P1s, all of a sudden chiming in. Rock Davis, 31, thank you for chiming in. We appreciate you, Rock. Bears Down as F chimed in. Bearsky Film, our brother Bearsky Film, thank you for chiming in. Patty Laura, thank you for chiming in, one of our new ones. We always love when the newbies come in. Just let fresh spin on something that we talked about for 100 years, which is the Bears. Just different spins, different takes. We appreciate you. Let's see here. Oh, Easy chimed in. Is Pennywise jumping on, Foul?
I don't know. He said he wanted to come on.
I know he wanted to promote his show, but I didn't see him.
I don't see no red balloons. So.
Nah, well, welcome to Derry.
Right.
Chicago Clubhouse fans, Bears Down, thank you for chiming in. Good, better, best, BJ, thank you. Kids, the Canuck, thank you for chiming in. We appreciate you, kids. Another new one. FGB Bear Down 18, thank you for chiming in. We appreciate you. I already said my man AC Adam, but again, thank you. Steph Rollins, Bear Down. Thank you, Steph Rollins. Hopefully, was that Seth Rollins in the black mask and hoodie that gave the curb stomp to Braun?
I don't know.
Royal Rumble? Hey, I'm just saying.
He didn't say.
Al Bundy going for 2. Thank you for chiming in. Al Bundy becoming one of our P1s as well. Roma Duze's dad. Samo 80. Thank you, Samo. What's going on? Caleb BJ Loveland, thank you for chiming in. Always love when those guys come in, man. We got a lot of good banter. We got a lot of comments up today. TTNL Runaway was still with us. Samo, thank you, Samo. Rock Davis, 631. Thank you, Rock. We appreciate you. Scrolls was on it again. Armando Lara. Thank you, Armando. We appreciate you. One of the new guys. We appreciate you coming in, Armando. Frank O'Dowd. I know that guy. Hey, Frank the Tank. He's in the background. Welcome, Frank. Where was Frank tonight?
What is she doing? I never know what she's doing back there.
Frank had some meetings.
Again?
Yeah, man. He said he getting tired of them.
Hey, Frank, let's
stop the cap.
Hey, Frank, man, do something with them tariffs, man. You killing the regular folk inland, man. And okay, we winded down, but and when I tell you the chat was off the chain, bro, like this is one of the most interactive chats.
Yeah, it's crazy what happens when you start talking about salary cap.
Hey, they was getting everybody had they calculate,
right,
including me.
Carry the one,
man, to the 10th power. I'm telling you, hey, Lorenzo Clement, hey Lorenzo. When you coming back on, Unc? We ain't seen you in a minute, man. I need to know you straight. Bizzo or Vizo Joe, thank you. Chimed in, one of our first time, I believe. Hey, sis chimed in. Andrea Smith, where you been, sis? Thank you for chiming in. And, I said Dan. Dan is still with us. And I'm winding down. Val, bear with me because my job is long. Oh my God, it's still going. Foster Covers. It's still going. Foster Covers, thank you for chiming in, Foster. We appreciate you. Yep, still going. And I'm still scrolling. Still scrolling. Oh my God. This might be the longest one we've had yet. And I love it because that means the engagement is high. The Bears aren't playing, but we ain't playing either when we're talking about our Bears. And, Andrea's working. Okay. Okay, thank you, Foster, because you missed from the beginning, but keep on. Come back. Appreciate you. Yeah, Nola in the house, for sure. Shout out to anybody that did not chime in. You know, you guys officially known as who? Thank you, Foster. We appreciate you. Okay. That's what's up. Where did Crook go? Because you know I'm looking for the lurker.
L for love. Good times.
Look like it's past his bedtime.
He like, if you don't wrap this up, B. But you know, everybody that's out there is right. The lurker, the running back. Yeet. But any other family that we have out there watching it, guys, we love you. We appreciate you. Bear down. Shout out to SB. Shout out to JCB and them. Shout out to my school because a lot of the kids have been following me since they found out that I had the podcast. Shout out to all that. We love it. I don't know if Mr. Chicago is locked in the closet. I hope not, because last time I heard about somebody locked in the closet or trapped in the closet, that didn't go well for that person. So we're going to leave that alone. And if we have, and shout out to T. Nick. I don't know where T. Nick is. Don't know where he is, but, you know.
He's
we only got one person. And I mean one watching in that little eyeball. It's the podcast mom, most affectionately known as Miss Sandra Bynum Holmes.
Okay, so love you, lady. Thank you all for tuning in to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast.
Yes, Ted, that was R. Kelly.
Like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. It costs absolutely nothing to like and subscribe. Tell your mama, tell your pa, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, your niece, your nephew, your grandma, your grandpa, your sad chick, your sad dude. Tell them all, the crackhead across the street. the hook on the side.
Whoa.
Tell them all.
They might be doing
Subscribe
business.
to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. All right. Hey, chat, we love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Hey, want to give a shout out to my boy JB. Thank you for joining us. The super back, Shawn Sierra, the special guest, came on. Thank you for dropping wisdom, coming on with us. You know how we do, kick the bobos. Shout out to the super producer in the back, the Crooked Commish. Shout out to T Nick that's on set. Shout out to Mr. Chicago that's back there on daddy duty with the babies. Shout out to Easy that's around there harvesting children somewhere. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm supposed to do this, right?
Yeah.
I got to color this.
Yeah, you got to color it red, for real. He's harvesting children somewhere. Shout out to our boy Crazy Ace over there serving. Shout out to the super producer, the Crooked Commish. Shout out to the kiddies that should be getting ready for bed. Shout out to my baby boy, Pretty Ricky. Shout out to
Ricky! Nephew.
You probably heard him hooping and hollering and screaming. You know. Shout out to I think I said my wife. And shout out to the city of Chicago. Shout out to all the Chicago sports teams, even though some of y'all don't deserve a damn shout out. Bulls.
Bulls.
Yeah. Shout out to you all. Shout out to all the players and the playerettes that play on these Chicago sports teams. And other than that, for JB, Crooked Commish, our boy T Nick, Mr. Chicago, Frank the Tank, that I forgot to give a shout out to. Shout out to Frank the Tank that's taking phone calls all over the place from all over the world. I'm your boy Foul. Till next time, people, we out.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
Bye. Bye.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
Chicago Clubhouse Network production. Yes.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.
Shout out Mama Holmes, Lorenzo Clemens, shout out.
And now it's